What's up?
I slept all day.
As you should.
I blew out my hair.
Well, damn.
So you went to war with your hair?
It looks good.
Thank you.
Oh. It's a lot less
You're
interesting.
black.
Blow up. Come on, son.
What's your point?
Hair.
You should know.
You should know.
Am I a woman?
Do you have sisters?
I have
No.
long
Do you
hair.
have a mother?
I don't live with my parents.
I have long hair.
Will, I do not care.
I'm black.
Then him. I don't know. What to
I know
do.
what blow is. Yeah.
Thank you.
I know what it was like.
I mean, I've never done this.
Oh wait, how long have you been blonde for?
This is my 3rd month.
Of having dirty rope hair.
Nah, I used to get like retwists, and then the lady I was seeing was just like, yeah, you should just get locks. Like, I can see you with locks. And I was like, alright. So I've been going for it.
You need the marine cut.
Thank you.
Will, the marine cut, like this.
Alright, sync clap on 3. Perfect.
You are.
Alright. So, welcome to the Piece by Piece podcast. I am your host, William Parham, and I'm here with my 2 co-hosts.
It's your boy, Takai Hogan, and...
Here is mess.
Nice. So, today we have 3 lovely guests by the names of...
Emma.
Fatia. Malaika.
Nice to meet you all, and thank you for coming on this beautiful Sunday. So today's topic, or let me start with what the podcast is. Piece by Piece is a podcast dedicated towards mental health, but more importantly, it's towards people who are finishing high school, academia, or kind of falling into life itself. You know, as we're growing up, we always have someone looking over our shoulder, having the responsibility of being in an environment where it's considered almost a safe zone, because the real world is what's really dangerous. And so when we enter this world, whether we graduate college or high school, it kind of throws us in a loop, because now we don't have someone who's taking responsibility for us, whether it's our job or home, we don't have it anymore, pretty much. So when you're going through all of that and you're getting older, you encounter things you've never experienced before, and that's where mental health comes into play. Like, you experience burnout, depression, maybe anxiety. You don't really know what's going to come next because you're not on a schedule anymore like you are in school. And so this podcast is for the people who but want to look for understanding and need that understanding in their life. So for today's topic, it is masculine and feminine gazes. And starting off, let's go into the definitions of what we think that is. Would anyone want to start? Okay, I'll start. So, what I think a masculine and a feminine gaze is, masculine being a male's perspective and feminine being a woman's. But it's not only from how they see you physically, but how you interact with them and how you interact with the world around you. Does anyone else have input to add?
I think you can also kind of say from like the experiences each gender has and how it affects them and how they grow up with that experience.
I think that's a valid point. I would say it's also the conditioning that each sex goes through, such as for boys, they have to grow up being tough. And generally speaking, women have to grow up knowing that they must be beautiful.
That's a good take. Ness, do you have anything to say?
No, I'm actually trying to understand like what is like masculine, feminine gaze. I thought it was just like a certain gaze that you instinctually know.
So it could be instinctually, but
it's just like, bro, you can.
It's perspective.
Hold up, bro. I like nah, bro. You can tell when someone's looking at you. Like, okay, oh damn, all right, y'all seen her looking at me? Yo, it's like an actual valid thing when the other people around you like notice the stare too. You know what I'm saying? Because usually, if you find someone attractive, like it's kind of If the other person does not break their gaze, you already know, you're kind of like, not saying you're there, but like, all right, that may be like an option that night or wherever you're at.
Well, the reason why we're having this talk today is because there's confusion between that. Like, some people don't really understand it. Like we talked about earlier, let's take example how looks. We all think, from a man's perspective, Odell Beckham Jr., we all think he's an attractive man. Whereas other people will say Stephon Diggs is attractive, but we don't find him attractive. So it's like we're trying to assume what women think, but it's not actually what women think. And so that's why we have 3 lovely ladies here to give us their perspective and understanding for it. Anyone can start now, because now I'm curious.
I would like to hear your ladies' perspective on that take.
That's why.
Wait, so you want to ask like their perspective on the masculine gaze like thing?
Yeah, like when men try to assume something, what makes that sorry. When men try to assume something based on what a woman thinks, how do you know he's in the right or in the wrong? So for instance, if we think Arnold Schwarzenegger is an attractive man, why don't you think he's attractive?
I feel like, okay, I think it's kind of different for everybody, and everyone kind of has their own preferences. But at least with the example of Arnold Schwarzenegger, I think the idea is that, oh, he's very masculine, he's very big, muscles. Like, that's, I think, the idea of what I think men think women want in a sense. And I think to a degree, sure, that can be, for some people, that's like the idea. But at the same time, that's not, the aesthetic of that is just not for everybody. And I think also he's to an extreme in a sense because he is a bodybuilder. But I think generally that's not always what a lot of women are looking for, in the sense that I think women are, yes, the physicality of it can be nice, sure, but at the same time, it's more so who they are as a person and how you can help me grow and how I can help you grow, in a sense. Like, how can we move forward together?
So you're saying that Arnold Schwarzenegger, in a sense, is far too masculine in appearance, and it doesn't give much room for any other emotional growth in appearance?
Not necessarily that he's too masculine. I think just muscles. It's a lot of muscles. I really do think it's just
too much to handle.
Yeah, it's a lot of
like I say, like for men, like for us, if a woman is too tall, like that's too much for us to handle, because like, geez, like you're looking up and it's just like a bit intimidating. So I think that's what you're trying to say, like that
I think
factor.
that's a perfect example.
There's not going to be an echo. Yeah. And we were texting about this earlier, the whole ketchup fries analogy.
Yeah.
So like a man who has good character, good charisma, kind towards others, how he acts in his environment, and just like, all right, you can laugh, but that's how I'm saying it.
No, he's laughing at me for what I did earlier.
Oh.
The hello.
Stop. Pretty much that's the French fry build, right? And then like the ketchup on top to complement it is like having a good physique, or like the way he dresses or his hygiene and things like that. That makes him a complete package. Do you agree? Disagree?
I'm gonna take it.
Yeah, just take the mic, swing.
Go for it.
Anyways, yeah, I guess that does make sense because I mean I don't use ketchup. I'm sorry, but like whenever it takes
Cheese. There you go.
that's even worse. I'm so sorry. That's like actually I don't care. My bad. Yeah, because whenever I develop a crush on someone, it's not like from right off rip. Like even when I met my boyfriend, right? Like I wasn't looking his way. I'm also not really in general looking at anybody's way. But like when I got to know him over time, I was like, oh my god. Dang, I kind of fuck with you for real. Like, damn. And then here we are now, so it's like, it's not that I don't necessarily find certain people attractive physically. It'll be like, it'll develop over time due to the characteristics that I find about you that may or may not be attractive to me. Like, I find intelligence attractive, and I find if you're an athlete also to be something that I find attractive as well, which has to do with physicality, but it's also like, the mentality of an athlete, like your dedication to your sport or whatever, like track specifically, like they always want to work harder to like get low or faster times, like if you're running the 100, 200, or 400 and stuff like that, or if you're like a high jumper, you're trying to like get your vertical up so that you can jump higher. It's that dedication to me through athleticism that I find to be attractive, not necessarily the physicality of your body. And if you're funny, because you gotta be as funny as me for real, of course.
Funny as you, I don't think that should be too hard.
But do you? But
Doing a lot of shit, like,
but here's my thing. Like, so here's my thing. So when it comes down to stuff like that, don't the person have to be like initially attractive still? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. To get to the point where you know them.
Well, let's
like,
ask,
the
what's
thing is,
her
like,
first impression
like,
when she sees a guy?
Like, yeah, like I was just thinking the same thing. I'm like, because to get to know a person, you gotta spend some time with them, right?
Yeah.
Right. But like, say for example, because you said you like got with your boyfriend after you got to know him, which I mean that's like common sense. Like I get that.
Yeah.
But did you like not? Without asking too much personal questions, did you like not? He had to been like initially physically attractive.
Nah.
For you, or it's like.
Just asking what stood out first.
Yeah. Well, like what stood out? Like yeah.
The dude, I've known him since before school started. In fact, I kind of didn't he was annoying over GroupMe. So that
Yo, the
that
GroupMe
initially
crazy.
he was
GroupMe going
so
crazy.
annoying he was so annoying. Oh my god, he was so annoying over GroupMe. I swear to God, I'm so sorry if you hear this, but like you were so annoying over GroupMe because he was blowing up the chat before school even started, and I was like, we're not even in school yet. Why are you blowing up the chat? And then I mean, we got to campus. I found out who he was because he literally only lives like 2 doors down from me. And I'm
Aw.
like, damn.
It's like your neighbor.
Yeah. But I didn't really talk to him at all first semester. And then second semester, I joined a friend group that he's also in. So then I got to know him through that way. And then now here we are. So it's like...
Yeah, that's just a rare
like,
bro,
it's just...
that's just a rare case. The GroupMe was crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
No, no.
The GroupMe was crazy.
Tell me, Emma was in that group.
There's love in mysterious places.
So sick.
I guess,
Nowadays, it's
that was
GroupMe.
just
Wish that worked for me.
I gotta play that one. GroupMe's crazy.
Do you want to give some context to that?
No.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe I'm just a rare case, because this is like, I don't get crushes often, but like anytime that it happens, it's because I became friends with this person. Because like developing a friendship first leads to that
Right.
sometimes.
The best relationships.
Yeah.
So what can I ask? Because you said you don't get crushes often. Is there a reason or?
I don't
Nah.
know. People just be there.
She must be dedicated
'Cause
underground.
I have male friends, right?
Right.
And some of them are definitely attractive. But sometimes they speak and I'm just like, please stay over there. Like genuinely. But that's just how it goes. Like I view everyone in a friendship lens until they're not. And then yeah.
It's either do or don't type of deal.
It really is do or don't.
I'm really glad you said that because literally I had an argument with these two the other day. It's not all about looks. They think, like, for me, they think because I'm tall, women are going to be attracted to me way quickly.
How tall are you?
I didn't say.
I'm like 6'2.5", 6'3".
That's scary
like-
to me, low key.
Exactly. But I'm saying, like, when they open their like, mouths.
Fatia likes tall men,
Sorry,
but I'm also
No,
like
you're fine.
5'4".
So
So like,
also because I think it depends on the type of person because I'm like taller than the average woman should be. So you being tall is like you're tall to other people, but you may not be that tall to me.
I'm like average for you.
Yeah, being tall doesn't make you more attractive only because I'm closer to your height than most people would be.
Thank you.
But
so
therefore,
what I'm trying
but
to
the thing is, she just literally just went in this.
It normalized it.
No, but the thing
Wait.
Short guys get
Will,
play.
Will, our point was that you being taller than average height makes you more attractive. Not that it's the only thing that plays into it.
But like I see
I
where
wasn't finished. Hold on. Literally, what I'm saying is, like, there's factors that can stick out just from like physical features and height. So like, if just because I'm tall, I could open my mouth and say some fuck shit, which would just immediately turn off a girl. Whereas if you don't, I can't even talk. When you don't have the right height or you're not as tall, you could say the smoothest line ever, and she'll be like a bit more interested. Like, oh, he's not a dummy. Let me listen to this boy a little more. Like, get
There's
into that.
something between his ears.
Yeah, like there's a brain there.
I think so, but like, did you tell them the reason when it came down to getting the most numbers in the setting? Like, you remember that one time? I said,
When I'm like a fog light and I'm looking down on
Yeah.
everyone, it kind of works like that.
yeah, that's
Like,
how it works. Literally proving my point.
But if you're on
she
the
said,
ground,
like she
like-
said, so if you're, because like you said since you're like taller than the average woman, right? That like you want a man that's taller than you. I think most women want a man that's like taller than you, like than them. It's just how it works. So
because we've been told to want that for an
then
extended
there's not.
period
I
of
personally
time,
don't think
so,
there's nothing
yeah.
wrong with it. Like I genuinely understand it. Like, but the thing is, it's like when you say that like height doesn't matter, you're actually like you're 6'2". You're like on a very rare. Not many men are 6 foot nowadays. That's the thing. So you're already at a higher, like at a lower percentage. You know what I'm saying? Like, so the thing is, it's like you can't say that like, oh, just because like that all men are pretty much equal. Dude, there's no possible way. You can't compare.
men
You
aren't-
can't compare like a person my height and your height when it comes down to like the amount of women we can attract. Yeah, sure. Like a person like me, like sure, okay, I got some charisma. You know what I'm saying? Like I know how to talk. You know, I think I'm decently confident.
Right.
So
No, wait,
yeah, I mean,
don't be humble now.
you know what I'm saying? Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I be talking.
Yeah. I'm about to say.
I ain't
What are
gonna
you talking about?
I be
You
talking
be
about shit. I ain't
confident.
gonna hold y'all. But like the point is, yeah. But the thing is, I would have to compensate for my height through
Your
my
charisma.
confidence. Because the
Yeah.
thing is, think about it.
Right.
If I'm my height and I'm quiet as fuck, yo, I would literally, I might even get physically walked on. At one point, because people are like, "Yo, I'm sorry, you're not. I didn't see you there." Like, no, I'm just
actually
being
avoid it,
honest.
too.
And like, see what I'm
It's not
saying?
funny,
Like,
it's not
Yeah.
funny.
like, see,
It
that's
is
what I'm
funny.
saying.
It's not funny.
No,
Like,
it's
no,
funny.
it is
It's
funny.
funny.
It is
It's
funny. You know,
funny.
you
I'm
can laugh.
laughing.
You
I'm
can actually
laughing.
laugh. No, you can laugh. Because I've accepted the reality. Like, I see the the contention. It's like when you see short dudes, like, oh man, I just can't get a girl. Well, yeah, bro.
But that's what I mean.
You're gonna have to compensate, G. You can't just play League of Legends in your dorm all day and be like 5'2", you know, be like.
No,
you know what I'm
big
saying?
facts. So yeah, so in terms of compensation, like when you're in the open field, whether it's a party or like a public place, I'm only saying men are equal because you know what your weaknesses are, so it's up to you whether you want to capitalize on them or not. I don't know if it works the same for women.
But girls also have that thing where they have to
Right.
make up for it. Like if I'm not pretty, right? Let's say
You are pretty. Don't be slandering yourself.
Okay, let me rephrase that. Let's
Please.
say I look like middle school me, right? That's just the time that we're not gonna acknowledge.
Nah,
Let's
no
say I
one was
look
good
like
looking in
that
middle
right
school.
now.
Middle school's an awkward age. I ain't
Don't
gonna
talk
hold
about
you.
that.
Right here.
Let's say
right
we were
here.
to let's say I was that right now, right? Because like you have to go through that ugly phase, you're gonna have to like develop personality anyway
Right.
to make yourself like even to get friends, you gotta have a personality. Like even if because sometimes what happens with girls is like sometimes you might be a pretty girl and then some other girl will just come up to you and be like, hey, you want to be friends type stuff. Like especially on Instagram, like there's a lot of girls that I know of that just commented on somebody's Instagram and then you're just like you're like buddies. Like you gonna like my stuff, you're gonna repost my stuff, you're gonna comment on my stuff too. That friends over the internet type stuff. But that deficit still also applies because like y'all always not always but like y'all
You can say whatever.
Men as a group.
men as a group in general have this tendency of like what am I trying to say of looking at things aesthetically, which is how you guys even decide that you guys think that a girl looks because y'all do it yourselves because like whenever certain people have certain ideas, it's reflected within themselves that they also exert onto other people. That's why I'm like, if somebody thinks less of me because they think I'm not capable of something that I'm perfectly capable of doing, I'm just gonna assume that you yourself can't do it. That's just the way I'm gonna rock. But with that, especially like aesthetics aren't everything to most girls. If you get that type of thing, especially with the physicality type of thing. I don't know what I'm saying, but like you know what I'm saying.
A man's words are more important than his physique.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see what you're saying.
How charismatic he is. It's
Right.
far more important than how well he looks.
Right. And I'm like when you said guys look at aesthetics, like my personal opinion, that's all changed because they literally hate me for it because I be telling them like I can find anyone attractive. It's intelligence that sticks out the most. Like me personally, I can't have a woman who's not like giving me a new experience or teaching me something because otherwise it's just gonna be like watching the same episode of TV every day and I'm just gonna be like, I know what's coming. I know what's next. Yeah, come on now, work with me.
Well, that was a little out of context, but yeah.
I was trying to make a good like an analogy.
So the thing is, dude, this mic's got like, so yeah.
You want me to just take it off?
Like, yeah, I might have to at this point. So the thing is, like, you forget to mention that, man, we are visual creatures, bro. Like even to the T, when you're, like, every guy, like, we are just visual creatures. Like, if you find someone that looks pretty, like, and we think we got a shot, like, type shit, well, bro, okay, not every, not every guy, like, what'd you say?
Don't do things that I know because we know, but y'all don't do anything.
It's the confidence. It's
Well, no, I was just literally, she actually, like, literally, like, answered what I was gonna say. Cause, like, sometimes, like, I've noticed, like, most men, like, they feel like they have a shot, but they, like, chicken out. You know what I'm saying? No, because I'm pretty sure.
No, I know.
Like, no, but
the same thing.
No, because that's
Okay,
that's the biggest complaint. When I get like interviewing like women, that's one thing. They're like, why? Like, okay, this guy finds me attractive. I find him attractive, but he's just too much of like, too much of a coward to like come like walk up to me. It's like, you know what I'm saying? And I've noticed one thing that, let me tell you something. A little reality I got hit once with. I was like, bruh, I was hitting on this chick. And I remember she fucking fried me, bro. It wasn't like let me down. Like she was like, bah. I'm gonna explain to you what, right? No, so she said, man, the short dudes have the most confidence, the tall dudes don't. I was like, for real? I was like, what the fuck? And then I was like, damn. So I'm gonna still shoot my shot. Ain't gonna stop me, the fuck. Like the point, but like I'm gonna just go for the next person. Like I was low key kind of defeated that night just a little bit, you know. But I think I like.
Speaking for tall dudes, only reason I think like, well, I can't say this now, but like lacking confidence is because when you're tall and like you're growing up and you're typically taller than everyone else, you don't talk to too many people because you're just looking straight and everyone's like a little below you. So like you can either get tunnel vision and like just handle your business, but when someone speaks to you, you're just like, oh, you're talking to me for the first time? Like, what the hell's going on?
Nah, we getting you tall, bro. Like what the?
That's just from my perspective.
No shit. That works. No, can you just let's take the mic off because this point's not gonna work. So what I'm saying is you're very cool for my point.
Yeah.
About like if you're short, you have to have more confidence than like the average tall person because you said, like you said, you guys like are tall, so that means you guys are seeing tunnel vision, whatever that means, right?
You don't see as many people. Like, you don't lock eyes with too many people.
I mean, I get that from like a physical standpoint, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's kind of like you've proved my point. But like the people that are shorter than you are gonna have to have more confidence to even engage these people who are tall.
Yeah, think about it.
Maybe because imagine
you
like
gotta look up to like engage with someone, not like calling you out. Like,
I mean, no, it's
like,
the truth.
For someone who's like taller, you're like rarely gonna be looking down to talk to someone, and like someone's always trying to get your attention.
Well, yeah, literally
like,
proving my point.
Yeah.
Like
I'm agreeing with you.
But you have to like that's what I'm saying. Like you have to have like if you're short, bro, you just got confidence. You know what I'm saying? And like have rough skin out here. You know, and have 2 girlfriends at all times. Kidding.
Whoa. I'm moist.
Okay, that's why I snatched it out there.
What's it called? I feel like though, honestly, I agree. I feel like all guys just need to have that confidence because if you go in with confidence, you're more likely to just, if you're trying to get a girl, like you're more likely, I feel like, to impress her if you have that confidence, that charisma and that confidence. But I think, like you said, I think a lot of shorter men, they do have that because they're overcompensating in a sense for it. Whereas, like, I feel like a lot of tall guys, they, like you said, they don't have it. And I think some do, but I feel like they, even if they have that, I think they might have that confidence because they're tall, but then they lack the charisma, and that's why they see some
so what you're trying to say is like a person that's like, I'm only tall, but he doesn't know how to talk to women. Because I met plenty of dudes that are tall, and they're like, they're like 22, and they have like not had a kiss yet. And I'm like, bro, listen, I'm gonna explain to you. So it's funny. No, bro, it's just
UMBC?
Yeah, literally here. So what I'm saying is these people, they just don't. Like, they'll be like, yeah, I'm tall. I feel like I can get women. And I'm like, okay, well, then talk to one. I mean, they're just regular people. And it's, they fold.
Who brag the most, they don't do it the least.
Oh, like, yo, like with a hose, that type of thing. Listen, I never take a dude seriously like that. I'm like, okay, I already know he's going to scare him away anyway. So I'm not even going to fuck with him, like, honestly. So, yeah, there's that. But, nah. Are we, like, switching from this topic or something like that? Yeah.
I feel like we were talking about this for a little while.
Yeah, it's kind of funny, though.
It's funny.
Short kings gotta have confidence though. Yes. Or we'll literally get walked on literally. Hell. Literally. Oh God.
It's double literally. We literally get walked on literally.
Oh God.
Confidence is key. That is
I mean, it's probably, like I always said, well, it must be, like, I'm not saying you, but I imagine, like, if I were to be your height, bro, have no confidence, bro, it'd probably be, like, embarrassing, because everyone thinks tall people should have confidence.
Dude, it would be.
Like,
that's really embarrassing.
Like, no, see what I'm saying?
I'm just saying, like, realistically,
no, you're right.
You're gonna have all the characteristics, but then not do anything with it. That's kind of like, really wasting your time.
Yeah.
Bro, it's like kind of
wasted genetics.
Like, imagine if, like, some tall guy's, like, trying to, like, holler at her, right? And as soon as he opens his mouth, it's like, what the fuck? Ew, boy.
Unfortunately, I'm the type of person that I will try and continue the conversation, but the second that you go like that, I'm gonna be like, oh, girl.
No, but you know what I'm saying, right? If a person folds on like the first impression, you're kind of like,
damn.
Like, damn, bro, hell no. You weird as hell.
Well, let's get into that topic now.
Bro, this mic's about to like land on something.
I know. So for masculine and feminine gazes, in terms of first impressions, for women, what is positives and negatives of a good or bad first impression?
That's a mighty fine question.
Yes, that's the thing. Hold on. Like, what
do you mean by that?
Yeah,
so let's say, like, you're meeting someone for the first time, whether it's, like, in group me or real life.
Just call her out. What the hell?
You already said it. So, like, what stands out to you in a good way, and then what are green flags and what are red flags? Like, I'll start actually. So, for me, like, if a girl's talking to me and she walks up, but like she invades my personal space, that's a red flag. Cause I'm like, yeah, I just met you. You're a bit too close. Like, what if your breath stinks? Like, back up a little, please. Like, nice to meet you. I'm Will. Handshake. Red flag. Green flag is like a girl who just says, hey, oh, I like whatever I have on or how I look, or compliments me or something. I'm like, nice. Like, I could work with this. This is friendly. This is cool. And then we go from there.
Okay. I think how you interact with your friends. Like, if we're out in public and then I see you socializing, or like I hear you say something with your friends that I'm like, I don't really rock with, I'm like, okay, and I feel like that can be a red flag. And then a green flag, I feel like how you approach like me and my friends. I'm like, do you like say, when you like come up to me, like, are you saying hello to all of my friends? Are you saying hello to just me? hold on. I think you're interpreting what I'm saying, and I'm not gonna elaborate.
We had this conversation.
We did, but hold on. No, but when I say that, I mean more so like, because I'm really big on hello and like goodbye. Like I think if you're gonna come up to me and okay, if you're like going after, let's say you're going after one of my friends, and like, are you gonna say, like completely ignore me, act like I'm not there? Like I feel like a hello is just polite.
Yeah, say hi
like,
to the group.
Yeah.
Like, make your intentions clear.
Yes. Like I feel like that you can do that without kind of ignoring everybody. So I feel like that's really important.
People who do that are low-key scary though.
Why?
Are you calling me out?
Like no, when you're sitting with your let's say like you, how do I say this?
Your friend group?
Yeah, you're sitting with your friend group and someone just comes straight beaming at you.
Oh.
Ignores everyone else but staring like directly at you. You're just like
Yo, hold on. Like,
No,
Yeah,
bro,
yeah.
no. All right, so
Alright,
that is mad invasive, bro. It almost seems like you're about to fight me.
That's like a personal space thing.
because if you're physically blocking, like I get what you're saying, but there's ways to go about it. Like like you can't just walk up to a group of girls, bro, and just like, okay, all right. One of them's attractive and you block the other two, like, bro, what the fuck
They're
are you
gonna be
doing,
like,
bro? You
whoa.
weird. You about to kidnap her.
They're about to lock
you about to kidnap girl. You know what I'm saying?
They're about to lock
But there's other ways to go about it. You know what I'm saying? Like say hello. You know what I'm saying? You start slowly but surely. You kind of start getting closer to. That's just proximity effect. That's just how it works. And that's what I'm saying. Like there, you can't just, bro. What the fuck? What you? Yo, big body coming through. Like the fuck, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like a red flag.
Why?
Like moto. And
No, bro. No, that's just creepy.
That's wild.
Like that's just like even I would say like that's just like red flag in general. I don't blame for them like thinking like that's fucking weird. Yeah. So yeah, I mean that's something I would see from someone that has like no offense to them, but like Asperger's or something like that. Like they can't detect like cues.
Oh.
Like no, it's not.
I'm
I'm not
glad you
picking on
finished.
that, but
I
like
just didn't know where you
you
were
have to
going.
like a person that doesn't understand like people that may be on the spectrum that can't tell social cues. Like if you walk up, it's just because it's just crazy thinking. Like imagine like someone walks up to you, you know what I'm saying, and blocks your two other friends. You're like, help, like yo, this dude about to fucking like yo, like you about to take me type stuff. That's what it would look. Even like because I'm a bartender, so I see these things all the time.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, so I'll be like, yo, what the fuck, bro? Like, oh, like tell security, like yo, shit, like is that like her ex-boyfriend finding her in the club or something? Because that's the only time I've seen that kind of behavior happen. Like, oh, what the hell is you doing in here? Of course, push the friends out the way and is like, try to get out of the club. Only time I've seen that. But that's kind of like understandable why that kind of physical stuff would happen. Like when you're blocking your friends because you're like confronting her on the behavior. Now, I'm not saying it's okay to, but yeah, but you know what I'm saying. Like a random dude's not gonna do that, bro. That's just he could probably got something wrong here if he does that. Or he's so bold that he's crazy.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Ooh. All right. So wait, Fatia, Malaika, any comments?
Red flags.
Any red
green
flags?
Yeah, red flags.
That.
Thank you.
I don't. Sorry, I had to think about it. I need someone else
You
to
can turn
speak
the
before I
mic
can
on.
actually say.
I think a red flag for me is coming up to me and being really cocky about yourself. Like almost like you want to present your best version of yourself to someone when you're meeting them for the first time, but if you're bragging about yourself in a way like, I've done this, and this is why I think you should go out with me, it's kind of like you're really obsessed with yourself. And I don't think I want to be with someone who has that type of quality.
So it's like compensating for something.
Yeah. Like you think you're lacking something, so you're trying to make yourself seem bigger or brag about everything you've done in your life.
Yes.
Could you possibly give an example of what you mean by being like cocky? Like because like what do you mean by that? Like give an example of like something that would be like, oh, he's bragging too much about himself.
I'm
like,
Chad.
like
I got
a-
big muscles.
No,
I think
I'm
I
asking
got
her for an
one.
example.
Negrito, I think I got one. It's just like, what?
No, I'm
What's wrong
asking-
with me calling him Negrito?
No, I'm just asking. And I'm asking her because like,
Okay.
I'm trying to understand like what do you mean by that?
Like I'm really big on intelligence, like Malaika is. So, for example, when me and Malaika have conversations about things, it's like we're bouncing off of each other. But if I'm introducing ideas to you and you're just continuing to talk about yourself and you're not trying to involve me in that conversation, then it's kind of like it pushes me back. It's like it turns me off a little bit.
It's like they're talking at you, not
Not with
you.
me.
But my question is, how is that being cocky? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
you're...
Like, because the things, when it comes down to, like, you really can't be cocky intelligence without sounding like a complete nerd.
No,
I mean,
if the conversation isn't flowing and they just continue to, like, bring up new topics and not really carry it, whereas, like,
like,
you're
yeah.
listening to what she's saying and you're repeating maybe what she's saying or adding fuel to it.
Okay,
No, I got an idea.
Like you keep talking about yourself.
It's
What
like
do you
if
want
we
to know
were
about
talking
her?
about Marvel, right? And then I'm talking about, I like Captain Marvel.
Yeah,
I'm gonna stick with that. I like. Let me choose a different one. Let me say I like the Loki series, right? Because a lot of people don't actually like that.
That
And I'm
series
holding
is
a
fire.
conversation. Huh?
That series is fire.
I was about to say you said something else. But let's say I'm having a conversation with a guy about like the Loki series, and then he just absolutely kind of shuts me down, and is just saying certain things that would be like he's like talking at me instead of talking with me about whatever I'm talking about. Like, let's say I'm talking about how Loki and that variant, whenever they got together, that shit was so weird. But like when that variant and them got together, and then he's like talking at me about how like he found that to be like weird to some degree, because that was a whole conversation about that. And then he's just like kind of flexing on how maybe this didn't happen in the comics. I didn't read the comics, but like he's just pointing out all these things that are just like.
But I read the comics. And
yeah, like
this
type of
is what
stuff like
happened in
that,
the
and it's just like
comics.
you're talking at me
Ew.
and like flexing your knowledge when I'm just. You didn't say it in a way that was like you're trying to help me out to understand. You're just.
Well, I see what you mean. So
Like-
you're just being dismissive.
Yeah,
Yeah,
kind of.
I get it. Yeah, it just sounds like that person would not be compatible anyway. There's no actual interest there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, I get it. I just wanted to know because I thought it was like some guy walks up to you and say, "Man, I got this nice ass car seat, man. I see this Benz truck out here." That's what I thought. Like, you know, that kind of flexing because
That kind of counts too.
like,
I
no-
mean, I don't really care about your.
No, but that's the thing. That's why I asked her. I was like, give me like an example.
Yeah.
Cause some dude, I mean, I know some dudes like have no game and they'll just be like, yo, look at his rollie, look at my bench truck,
I hate
man,
that.
look at bank account. That's pretty lame, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Leading with your pocket's pretty lame.
You could also, another example would be, you know the Curiosity, the new rover they're going to put on Mars? Well, I know the guy who's going to help put it on there.
Name
you know?
dropping. Yeah. I mean, that's lame as hell too. I know that, but
Yeah, that's kind of the point for the example, but
I guess I have an answer now for like a red flag. It's whatever I get an ick, but like there's certain. Okay, listen.
well, could you explain what your icks are, please?
Yeah.
Define an ick.
Yeah.
What was that one thing that happened that you went through that I physically? It was some random text message that.
Oh my days. Oh my days.
This
We
is
talk about confidence. We talk about making up.
all right, ladies, get your tea.
I went on a date with a guy and he was not that much taller than me. And like it goes with the whole confidence thing you guys talked about. He
Well,
wasn't
can I
very
ask you something
confident.
first before you continue on? Because you constantly bring up your height, but we don't actually know how tall you are.
I'm 5'8".
Okay, that's actually average height in America
For men.
for women. Average
No,
height.
women are normally
What do you got, like,
shorter.
The average height
Yeah.
for men in America is 5'10". Average height for women is between 5'7" and 5'6".
I thought the average height for men is 5'9" and the average height for women is 5'4".
It's
5'5".
but those five.
it's it's between 5'10" and 5'9". It's the average between the two. And average height for women in America is between 5'7" and 5'6".
Damn, I'm not average height anymore.
No,
So.
you would be the average height for most of the Middle Eastern countries, though.
Average height's 5'4".
What?
Hey,
It changed.
say it every day.
Damn.
I'm pretty sure the women know
it
their
just- it
average
just-
height.
Damn, it
You
changed.
got the man on point.
No,
though.
it just seems like the height in America is going like lower.
Yeah.
That's why I kept explaining like how like nowadays like there's not a whole lot of dudes like over 6 feet.
Wait, but let's not get
Like-
off topic. I want to hear like, the whole.
Anyways.
We went on a date and he was really quiet, which normally isn't a problem for me because I'm quiet as well. But it was like he was very reserved on the date. He wasn't really confident. So I'm going home like, where do we really stand? And then I get a couple text messages saying about like, oh, I wanted to hold your hand. Like, maybe I'll kiss you on our next date. Like, that gave me an ick. Like, I did not respond because I want you to be confident, but I don't want you to tell me every move that you're gonna do if you're not gonna exert that confidence on the first date. Like his first impression was not that great, and then he went back home and was texting me all these things, and it was just
Like, where was this?
yeah, like I don't really
Yeah,
wanna
where was
talk
this
to
energy?
you
Where was this
now.
on the court?
Yeah.
So like actions speak louder than words.
Yes.
Yes.
That's a
Okay,
fact. Yeah.
okay.
You can't,
Yes.
like, no,
Well-
I get what you mean with that. Like, yeah, I literally like what I said earlier. Like, it
Yeah.
just goes, like if you're like you said, he's not much taller than you, right? You cannot be quiet, bro. I'm literally trying to tell you, like, yo, bro, if you're like around like the same height as the girl, bro, you just got like,
Wait,
You
but
cannot
let me
literally be quiet, bro.
let me ask this question then, in terms of like feminine gaze and then a masculine gaze. For women, do you all expect like when a man takes you out on a date, he's supposed to make the first move, or he's supposed to like lead the way or do all that, or do you prefer something that flows better?
Depends on the girl, cause
Right.
like me versus Fatia specifically. Sorry, like
Yeah, I know.
if I was to
Malaika's
say-
gonna be like, come here.
Yeah, like because I'm more extroverted than Fatia is, so I'm able to start a conversation if I need to, if need be, right?
Right.
Or in general, because I tend to start. I'm starting to realize how extroverted I am due to these two, but
Nah, I see it.
Oh, wait, so
No,
you two
nah,
are
I-
introverts?
for the most
No,
part.
I
Yeah.
definitely just peeped that because I was like, yo.
Nah, you were quiet at first, but now you're opening up. I like it.
I'm
Yeah.
like, yo, yeah.
I'm quiet. It's just like if you get me going with like I'm doing my thing or whatever. I'm playing. Yeah. If for me, cause like even the whole date thing, like I could ask someone to go on a date, but because I'm the one asking to go on a date, to some degree, I'll be like, okay, maybe I'll be the one that takes care and stuff. Like maybe I'll pay for the, like let's say we were going to go to frozen yogurt, because am I gonna take you to a fancy restaurant? No, I'm a girl. Sorry. But frozen yogurt, I got you. I'll pay for both cups, or we can split one. But it'll be like, I can lead the conversation because I'm the one who initiated everything in the first place.
Right.
But like for someone like Fatia, like she would probably expect, am I right? Okay, she would expect the person to ask her out on the date and then, do the things that
Like lead, like here, grab my
lead,
hand, or
in a
like
more
stand on this side of the
conservative
sidewalk.
type of traditionalist idea versus me, only because
Got that
I'm
dog
not that
in me.
traditional. Sorry, I just don't really. I'm very. If I want it done, I'll get it done eventually. If I'm not too lazy to do it, but yeah.
I like that. Nah, that's fire.
Yay.
But can I ask you, so who, did your boyfriend ask you out, or did you ask him out?
Nah, she asked
asked
him
me
out.
out.
Oh.
Oh, he asked you out?
Yeah, he
Okay.
asked me out.
So I just had to make sure because
That one- that one was
because I
odd.
just wanted, because the way you're making it seem is like you kind of take charge of like everything.
Not everything. but,
Okay,
like,
I just
if
wanted to
can
make
take
sure
the
because
active.
okay, so
I could totally
traditional-
see totally see you encouraging it. Like, are you gonna ask me out or what?
Nah, bro, that part it's
What are you doing
nah,
here?
nah,
You
nah.
ask me out?
No,
6 weeks.
if she has to tell you to ask you out, bro, it's over.
I
That's fucking
asked him.
over.
Nah, that was
me,
my
I
first
like,
girlfriend.
oh,
But they usually turn to no, God damn it.
Nah, that's not my
It
first
just-
girlfriend.
they-
Like, she made me ask her out.
But it just goes to show you that those type of relationships don't last long.
It didn't.
There you go, proving the point.
Yeah, it was like 2 months. I'll be real.
Yeah.
what?
So
No, my first girlfriend was like, yeah, are you gonna ask me out? Well, like I'm waiting. No. She's like, if you don't ask me out right now, we're done talking.
Then why did you say yes?
Dude, it was my first girlfriend.
So say no.
Yeah, I've said no a lot now.
Yeah, good job, Willard. You're working on the.
I'm growing.
Still growing.
Of course. I'm 6'5".
Well, not that kind. Well, not that kind of growing. I mean, up here, growing up here.
I go to UMBC. I better be growing.
You go to UMPC. What growing? What mental growth is there here?
I'm gonna stand out.
No, there's not a lot of mental stimulation. I mean, there's mental stimulation, but there's not a lot of social stimulation.
Exactly.
Oh wait. Also, hold up. Now that I think about it, but even though I would like to take charge, I would also like to take a step back and let someone other. Yeah.
I already know where you're going.
Yeah, sorry. Sorry. I mean,
no, but there's nothing. No, but there's just so the thing is, what
sorry.
I'm saying is, there's nothing wrong with that. Like,
Yeah.
I think it's normal. Like, I think whenever I see someone that's like obviously like women that's trying to take too much charge, I always feel like there's something fucked. When I mean fucked up, I feel like there's something almost wrong with it.
you mean like they're trying to make up for something? Like
No, something happened to them.
Oh.
I've noticed when someone like women try to take deep charge, it's like I almost feel bad for them because I'm like, are you okay? Like no, I'm not gonna ask them. I would genuinely ever ask that. No, because like that was like but I can tell that like most when women become masculine, it's because they had to. It's a defense
You had to
mechanism.
make up for
So, and like
something.
honestly, that's what people need to understand. Like sometimes it's like okay, well. It's because something happened to them. It's kind of like men when sometimes they go through a heartbreak, they're so bitter at women. They're like, "Oh fuck, bitches, blah blah blah. She's a whore." What?
Yeah.
It comes from a place of pain. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, there are ways of kind of like conveying your points and like finesse. I mean, sometimes I say some out of pocket shit. I do get that, but at the same time, it's like I have the understanding where like, okay, I know this person's most likely going to react, and I'm like, okay, like, I mean, I do sometimes like do some shock value. People are like, oh. Because I caught you a few times being like, yo, what the fuck? Like, at least 5 times, yeah, see.
I'm
like,
just very active anyways.
Nah, I could tell. I mean, you're extroverted, so I mean, there's that. Yeah.
Well, that leads to my next question now for women. Handling emotions and the whole stigma of like women are more emotional than men. Can you guys kind of give us an insight to that?
You got it.
Bro, they got the passion words, bro.
You got it.
They got I know, so I want to learn.
Okay. Like, wait, hold on. Can you rephrase the question real
Okay,
fast? 'Cause
so
I have a thought, but...
the whole stigma of women are more emotional than men.
Okay.
So in terms of managing emotions, what is that process like for you all? Can you help us?
I feel like for me personally, growing up especially, because I have 2 brothers, so it's very like, and I have a great family. Let me put that out there. I have a great family, but I have 2 brothers, and my dad is very like growing up, I did like martial arts and like a lot of sports, and like that was kind of just the mindset for me. And I feel like I see it with my brothers, like how when I reacted emotionally, it was very different, received different compared to how when my brothers did. Like if my brothers, like I guess lashed out. Okay, here's an example. My one brother, he was terrible to wake up in the morning. Like literally, he'll like be like, "I hate you." Like he's just so mean in the morning, and it's like no one wants to wake him up. So I remember when he did that, my mom like might say something and like be like, "Don't do that. That's messed up." But I remember one time I did it. Like I was like, I don't want to leave the bed. I was half asleep. I don't even remember it. But she woke me up and like yelled at me, and I was like, "What? I didn't even do anything." And so I think for that, for me at least, it genuinely like I need to be very in control of my emotions and like my thought process and like what I'm saying. Like I'm very conscientious, so I'm not perceived as overly emotional or out of control. Because I feel like there's a very different language and perception on women when talking about emotions.
Do you think that part of that also comes from the fact that if you act underly emotional, that you'll get weird stares for that as well?
I feel like honestly, you can't really win, because if you're overly emotional, then you're like out of control. But if you're too like controlled in your emotions, I guess, or like you don't show as much, you're cold or you're calculating. You know what I mean? You're not like that warm and comforting idea that you're supposed to be. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
You're not being like your authentic self. You're not.
Some people are just very calculated like that, so it could be that. I know what you mean. Like some people, they're too in control of their emotions. They're kind of like you said, cold. Sometimes boring. Some people like yeah. Like I kind of like I get where you're coming from, but I think because what was the question again? You said something about like the difference between like how the emotions. Like,
in terms of like the whole stigma of being too emotional, managing your emotions, controlling.
So I would say, I guess for guys, when we're emotional, we gotta be a little bit careful because, like, I'm not gonna lie, when dudes get emotional, they be doing some crazy shit. Look, I work at the bar. Dude be like fighting with his girlfriend, bro. They be almost fist fighting. That's the thing. Like, but when girls get emotional, I mean, yeah, sure they fight, but it's more like shouting match. No, hold up. I was just gonna get to that. No, okay, but that's because it's like, regardless, the fighting thing is based off emotion, especially in most settings, it's based off emotion. That's what I'm saying. I've seen more dudes I've seen less dudes fight than I've seen less dudes fight more than women. Yeah, because no.
Dudes more than women.
Well, yeah, I mean, you would think, bro. No, but I've seen like men and women fight at the bars. You know what I'm saying? Because like, relationships, of course. You know what I'm saying? What'd you say? Whatever, bro. So anyway, yeah. But what I'm saying is like, men can't be as emotional as women at all. Like they have to control more of their emotions. Because, like, the thing is, I think we're capable of being more dangerous than women on emotions, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying.
I agree with that, but I definitely think men can be just as emotional.
No, they can, and they're like, weird as hell for that.
I wouldn't say it's weird. So from, like, our perspective, what I know now is that men have to control their emotions, but they can still express themselves. It's just rather than keep it bottled up or, like, exert it physically, we just have to use our words in a way that's meaningful and understanding. So, like, if we got into an argument, and I were to start yelling my head off, I'd assume you just pack your shit up and going like, yeah, I'm not putting up with this. I see where you're going. You're acting like a kid. This is unattractive. Versus if I said like, hey, Emma, why the fuck did you knock my laptop off the table? I was studying. You'd be like, oh, Why did I knock his laptop off the table?
No, bro, that was a terrible example.
Help me out here.
All right, listen.
No, I got an example. It would be like, Emma, this conversation that we had wasn't very meaningful. Could we please stop yelling at each other versus, screaming at each other and, one person pushing the other and then it leading to a fist fight. So
that's why I have 2 bet. You guys are awesome.
No, but the thing is, if you're talking about knocking someone's laptop off, bro, I highly doubt anyone is gonna be like, yo, bro,
Now, Emma, please explain your rationale for knocking over my laptop.
Because I'm thinking about my laptop right now, right? I got that for Christmas. I didn't even ask for the laptop, and my mom spent a band. You really think I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna be like,
exactly.
No, why would I would actually?
Now, please explain to me why you did that.
I would I'd analyze the situation.
Now, why would
That's
you do
all
that?
I know. Like, I can't act first. I don't know what happened.
There's a big sentiment, which you're saying, your mom's band band and all that, you got it for Christmas. Like, that's a lot of, feelings behind that. Like, I get why you would freak out. Like, that's the thing. Sometimes, bro, it's hard to be controlled, your emotions, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. Also, on the expressing emotions, it just really depends. I mean, some people, I don't think that men should constantly be, emotional, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Unless you're a singer or some shit, bro, making music, making bands off it, on God. You know what I'm saying? Bro, because you're always emotional, bro. You're gonna be one of the girls.
Wait.
You know what I'm saying?
I have a thought on this because.
Explain gal pals, please.
Oh my God, gal pals, you're right. Okay, that's a good example. Okay, a gal pal.
I'm about to get ganged up on. I'm gonna say what's up.
A gal
Can't
pal
argue today.
Okay, a gal pal is a guy. It's mostly guys. Mostly a guy that is just a friend.
What? Sorry.
A gal pal.
I'm actually writing this down.
Okay.
I'm about to write a book.
I'm I don't know if it's a term
specifically for Emma because Emma's the one I've never heard of it.
And the depression room thing, that was crazy when you brought up this other interview. I mean,
yeah.
I had Google that shit, and I ain't gonna lie. On Twitter, of course, Twitter's my Google.
As you should.
I'm a little toxic on Twitter, I didn't say my handle. I'll probably argue with one of y'all probably there at one point.
What's it called? But a gal pal is just a guy that is a friend.
A guy that is what?
Really, a guy that is a friend. He's a gal pal.
Friend zone guy.
In a sense, yes.
Yeah, okay.
And generally, would you say generally? Do you have anything to add to that gal pal definition, Malaika?
I'm not even gonna lie. I didn't even realize how many gal pals I had until Emma had come up with that definition or that word. Because a good portion of the time, actually, not to put you on blast, but because Emma's aesthetically pretty and has a lot of characteristics that would be wanted for a relationship, the way she shuts down people almost automatically, sometimes when we talk about a dude, I can definitely see, and I know Emma's are you oblivious? I don't know. No, you're not.
No.
She knows what's going on, and then she'll just automatically call them a gal pal, and I just have to sit there and laugh every single time because it's just so funny.
But that comes from a place of I just am not attracted to them.
Yeah.
That's just really it.
Oh yeah, a guy that you're not attracted to.
That I think kind of
That's
that's really
the
gal.
Attraction is non-negotiable. That's what I would say. Attraction is non-negotiable. The thing is the first 8 seconds you know if a person is attractive or not. You know what I'm saying? Some people are quicker to shut people down, but like you said, I don't know. I guess you're just a nicer person, honestly, and you're okay, I get to know the person. But that's what I was thinking. Okay, you run into a situation, you're like, man, fuck no, this dude weird as hell. Or he too short. You're he lanky or something.
That's not even that.
That's what I'm saying.
It's genuinely people. I love talking to people.
You're not lanky.
But I'm it's just. I just you're a gal pal. You're my friend. I don't want anything with
Damn
you.
Kings, y'all taking an element. Just escape right now. I'm just kidding.
But what's it called?
For guys, I don't think we have that.
No, bro. We have something, but it's not friends.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about it.
No, why not?
Isn't this a regular thing where
know.
y'all will literally act like a girl's friend for an extended period of time until you can actually bag her or something?
So,
playing the long game. Some people say that they like
Hell no, I never played that game ever.
A lot of people especially whenever this conversation happens on TikTok, that's exactly what I hear. You're playing the long game of let me be a friend, and then just act like you're trying to be friends, but you're not.
So I believe that's actually honestly when I was originally I used to do like the long game, and I realized actually how deceptive that really is.
Yes.
So that's why I rather just get shut down. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't care, because at that point I'm like, honestly, most of the time I don't really have an actual interest, and I'm not faking my interest anymore. Because it's kind of like, damn, dude, like I really don't give a fuck what she's got to say about this. Like I really don't care. So no, but this is why. No, but I'm respectful, because the thing is, I rather like, okay, she's talking about. Bro, I just ghost them. So like I'm saying, if I feel like about it, like I just dip. So the point is, no, respectfully, okay, no, I mean, that's it. We don't have no actual interest. And the thing is, imagine she's like, damn, mess with my friend, and now he got some kind of feelings for me, and now it's like, I'm like, no, bro. Instead of, you can just avoid that and be like, oh, we were cool, and that's it. Respectfully, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just like, sometimes, bro, you don't have to like say goodbye when you exit, bro. You just leave.
I feel like it's always nice. It's always nice to say goodbye. It's always nice to say goodbye and like make like the intention clear.
Bro, no, because no one cares.
No, they do.
I do.
I don't want to leave someone starved.
No. Okay, so the situation is like, okay, if I'm trying to bag you, right, and I'm going through like the friend route, right? Okay, I don't think it really like matters at that point, because if my intention is just to bag you, like at that point I'm already being deceptive to you, and that means I don't really care for what you think. As opposed to me just like, damn, you look good, you know, I'm trying to like get to know you type shit. You know what I'm saying? You shut me down quick, all right, whatever it is, what it is. Like, bro, the long game is such a waste of time, honestly. Like, I think, and it's deceptive. Actually, it ruins, I think it messes up guys, like, long key, because then you're like, I'm gonna explain to you. Yeah, please. Because when you do the long game, bro, you don't realize how much mixed signals you get. And next thing you know, you're gonna be thinking like, oh, she just talked to me. Damn, she must be related to me. No, fuck no, bro. That's just not how it works. I mean, usually I believe that women know when, like, you know when like woman's into you, bro. You just, if you don't, man, you just probably don't have a lot of experience with women. Like, that's what I'm saying.
Sometimes I don't even know myself.
I was gonna ask.
Like, bro,
yo, the group me crazy. I don't even know right now.
Let it go.
You made that joke like 4 times already. You made that joke 4 times already, my boy.
It's just like, bro, it's just crazy. It's like, I'm here trying to think like, but I mean, I don't know, man. He just got
so
he didn't say anything to me and group me. Like, it was literally, it was just, he was just talking in the group.
He really did talk
other
about
friends.
it's like 7 notifications every 5 seconds.
The other one's ass.
I don't know, but I always work with Jonah.
We literally only ever get on Jonah.
Ever get
that for school. Like, I think that's what most people do. It's just for school. Like,
yeah, because it's the floor. It's literally our floor. That was it. Like, that was why I was like, there's no way you're blowing up this shit. We're not even in the building yet. Like,
literally, I don't know any of these people.
But I would like to. I would actually like to. I would actually like to add on to what you said, Mess. And the reason why it's very deceptive is because you essentially have to lie to. You have to lie to the girl that you like, and so she wants a friendship from you, and if you agree to that, then those are the conditions of the relationship, even though it's not romantic or even if it's just platonic, but both parties are agreeing to this this social contract, and to have plans to undermine that is just, well, deceptive by nature. And so to assume that, oh well, he's just my friend, and him scheming to try to be your girl or your boyfriend, and to try to actually get something out of that is dishonest to begin with. So.
And let me say something about the long game, which makes me laugh, right? And just because I've done it, bro, and like I regret it. It hurts when you realize the girl you like gets with someone else, and you're like, ugh, you're like essentially cut, bro, because you're like, damn. Like, you know what I'm saying? And so I just rather be like, yo, man, I don't know how this is going to go, but we're trying to get into. Of course, it's not like how, but I mean, that's kind of like the idea I go to. But some people think I'm like, oh, man, you just want sex. And it's like, no, man, I like to get to know people. And by my intention not to be your friend is like, okay, you're cute. Yo, like, for real, like, what's up?
Do women play the long game? That's what I want to know.
They don't play the long game.
Do
bro.
women play the long game?
No.
There's no way, bro.
I don't think we have the energy to really engage in the long game. It's more of, if I can tell you don't have any interest in me, I would just stop talking to you. Literally.
Because even the friend zone, like, y'all be talking about the friend zone, we know that there's no such thing as the friend zone on our end. Like, that's On our end, there's no such thing as the friend zone.
Wait,
Can I say the term?
Because what do y'all name, like, what does the friend zone mean? Like, you're trying to get to the girl, like, you're trying to bag a girl, but you're stuck in the friend zone, like, you're only a friend. But you think that it could lead to a relationship. For girls, it's not going to be like, when I look at you and you're my friend, I'm not going to think, oh, you're definitely, you're just a friend. Like, so it's not friend zone, you're just a friend. Like, literally, you're just a friend.
That would be the friend
versus friend zone.
I think
so friends and friend zones.
I feel like it's more of if the opportunity presented itself, you would take the chance. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That is not your friend. That is not your friend.
But I
That's
feel like
why
a
it's
lot of people, like I feel like a lot of men specifically become your like girls' friends to do that. Like they might be friendly with them and still like you could be friends, but if the opportunity presented itself, they would take the opportunity. Does that make sense? Like I feel like that's where the confusion is.
No, so that's where when it comes down to the division of assertive men and not assertive men. Right. Like an assertive man will shoot a shot and he's like, okay, cool, whatever, you know, I'm gonna keep moving. You know what I'm saying? I might even holler at your friend, you know what I'm saying? That's see, I like accents. Like so anyway, let me cut, bro, hold on. Anyway, like so what I'm saying is like, but you know, if I don't know you friends, like, fuck man, you shot me down. Why you mad? Anyway, so the point is, that like usually like assertive men like you know would just kind of like try to holler at you right off the bat. The thing is, I always tell people, man, like y'all gotta be careful with those dudes trying to be your friends, bro, because they're like sneakier than like anyone else. I'm telling you, because no, I actually always think that's weird as hell. I get a lot of shit for this. Like I get like, what do you mean? You think men and women can't be friends? I believe in the long run y'all can't. Like we just can't. In the long run we cannot.
I do.
No, because I'm telling you, if you give a guy friend zone a chance, I swear he will take it. Yeah. And if he says no, man, we're not going to do the whole phone call thing. But like the thing is, no, we're not here to destroy people's like. Wait,
break that down.
I was about to say.
Like, do you want to call your friend right now on the podcast right now and tell him like if you try? Okay, never mind. I was gonna say, hold on, no, you're taking woman. Hold up,
because there's like once you said that, I looked at my phone because I was like, dang, I just told my friends I'm in this podcast, and like one of the first people that responded, like the first one, nah. The second one, I was like, I would never date this man. I would never kiss this man. I would never do nothing more.
Rest in peace to the king, man.
Dang.
Yo, bro, you're in shambles right now.
Because he's cool.
Well, the thing is, it's like that's what I'm saying because like that's why I'm telling you like the whole gal pal, bro. That I just don't think those are good people generally. Because the thing is, okay, so well, if your intention is to be a genuine woman's friend, bro, like. It's just, you should be her friend. You shouldn't just wait for her moment to be vulnerable and you sneak in like you desperado with some shit. Bro, because you weird as hell for that.
It's just like this.
Okay, I mean,
like Tanya?
Nah.
Okay, no, because the way you're talking about is like, okay, treat her like the homie and you get to know him because it's called proximity effect.
Right. So like, I asked about the long game because like women who have like literally asked me out on this campus, I'm just like, I'm good. Like, you're a little too young for me. Let me like back up, sister. We can all be friends though. Like, I'll hang out with you in the library. We'll study together and I'll get to know you. But what you're saying is, in the long run, you can't be friends.
Yeah.
I feel like if they already asked you out, if they had the opportunity, they would. I feel like generally, if there's already a romantic attraction or like a physical attraction, whatever it is, then you can't just be friends. I think in a sense you could, if you're meeting someone and you're genuinely, there's nothing there in the beginning. Yeah. Then I feel like you could just be friends. Like later on down the road, there maybe could be something depending on the people and like the relationship you have. But if there was already something there, like if that person found you attractive from the jump, you can't just be friends. It will never. Yeah. And I think that's where gal pal comes in.
Well, think of it this way. So wait, guys. So think of it this way. So let's just say there's this girl that asked you out, and you're like, no, thank you, but we can be friends. Yeah. But what happens is she's always going to feel the sexual tension. And so what happens is, you know, that feeling doesn't go away. Even if she moves on, and even this applies to guys as well. Even if in rare cases, yes, but for the most part, there's always going to be at least a little bit of sexual tension and even a little bit of friction. And so
what do you mean by friction?
Flirting.
Yeah. Get your mind out of the gutter.
What the hell does friction mean? Like, think about the size of the thing.
Sometimes the friction can get physical, which that throws the mixed signals and messes people up on both sides. Like, how can I explain this to you? You said like,
No, I can say it's flirting. It's flirting, whether it be emotional, physical, or just any form of talking. So, Will, whatever happens to you, you know, they always try to the girls that you friend zone. They always still try. You notice that? No. They still try. No.
They still try, Willard. But the thing is, not a lot of men get women like you. That's what I'm literally trying to explain to you. No. I'm going to explain this because when it comes down to the games of options, okay? I'm not saying like, you know, I'm saying, you know, you're good looking dude. I'm not saying you're like, fucking like, you know. But what I'm saying is not a lot of dudes have options like him. You know what I'm saying? Let's be real. You know what I'm saying? Like most guys don't have a lot of options. And it's just how it is, because the thing is, bro, most guys do not have a woman in the friend zone. I mean, there is a different type of zone for y'all, and we're not gonna talk about that.
Why not? Yeah, hold on.
Wait, can we say that? Wait, can I say that? Can I say that word here? All right, it's called the fuck zone, meaning that you're only for recreational use. Like,
so you put her in the friend zone with the intent of just
hold
sex.
Can you talk into the mic?
Oh, sorry. If the opportunity presents itself, he would. That's the equivalent. That's the zone.
Well, if he doesn't want to go past the relationship, he knows that you're into him, and you guys just casually like, you know, do your thing.
Gives you what you want, but doesn't give you what you want.
No, it's he will give what he wants. Like, you know, she wants the relationship.
He gets what he wants, but he's not giving you.
That would be like in the fuck zone, which is kind of like equivalent to like, actually the repulsive is like, I know like with like my sister like and stuff like that, you know, throughout experience, that's like the most repulsive thing like a guy can really do. Like, I mean, when guys get friends with, like, they'll never tell you this to his face because like they don't have the they don't get a whole lot of women attention, okay? So the fact that they even get to talk to women that are pretty, you know what I'm saying? Like even a little bit of flirting, they're not experienced like that. It's kind of like, damn, dude, I'm getting this female validation. It feels good. You know what I'm saying? And some guys are not willing to sacrifice that. So, you know what I'm saying? What's that?
September. Yeah, that's exactly what I learned in September. When we got onto
we didn't
college.
hear you.
Oh,
we
sorry.
didn't hear you.
College is like when this entire, like what you just said, like really just comes into perspective, because I guess high school is just like, okay.
I'm saying, can you repeat what you said? We didn't hear you.
Yes.
What did I just say?
You said something about
September.
Oh, September.
Yeah.
Just September.
No, like when she first started. No, so anyway, I hear what you're saying.
I honestly don't remember what I just said.
You had it. Just continue.
Just continue.
Like whatever you just said, which I'm completely forgetting.
Okay, so what I'm saying is that men are not willing to. So when men are willing to be in the friend zone because they don't really get a whole lot of female attention. So the thing is, okay, cool, I'm friends with like a pretty girl. The fact that I even called her a pretty girl, therefore I'm not really a friend, because if she's pretty, I'm gonna. That's saying like, okay, she's attractive. That means like, for like a guy's perspective, it's kind of, we're more like.
You don't call your lady friends pretty?
Like, no. Wait, I'm sorry, I do not. I generally like my true female friends. I can tell you, respectfully, I don't even think that in my head, and that's because like I can't say that shit on here because it's gonna sound so cold. It's because
whenever we talk about our guy friends that are objectively attractive, I literally always say you're objectively attractive. That is exactly the way I describe it.
So pretty much you're letting them know his place. Okay, I see.
Yeah, you're
so no.
attractive.
Now you're cute. You know, no. But the things I see what you're doing, and like that's pretty much let him know like you don't got a chance. You're not him.
You ain't shit.
So that's I see what you're trying to do. Like I've damn man, I feel like a fucking veteran. But like anyway, like God, took some fucking L's out here. But the only reason like I see what you're saying. But like for us, like we don't ever get women that we friend zone ever, honestly, because if they are, I'm just gonna say this, man. If we friend zone a woman, bro, odds are she's not attractive. Like and yo, it's cold. I know. No, bro. No.
I mean, girls do the same thing, right?
Nah, me personally.
But we get that. That's my point.
Me personally, if I find a girl and she's attractive and I still friend zone her, it's for like my best interest. Like I feel like I would get.
That's the purpose of doing it.
No. I'm saying I only do it because I feel like I'm gonna get into some deep shit. Like, oh, like fuck, you're really attractive. I might lose focus of like what the fuck I'm doing.
Okay.
Like if I'm in school and like.
So she's gonna throw you off your grind.
Yes.
Okay.
And that fear, that's like a fear of mine because I'll be scared.
That's respectfully mad self-control. Okay, I get it. But most dudes don't think like that because most dudes are kind of like, bro, we're not.
Sex.
Yeah, like we're trying to get laid as much as we can. You know what I'm saying? I hate to say it, but yes, the other gender is almost animal-like. Like on the guy's side, like not saying we're like. There's a reason.
Can't develop self-control? Question mark?
No. Hold up.
I got it.
Can y'all?
I got it.
Yeah, hold up.
I can do this.
Takai's good at this.
The thing is that a lot of guys don't really have the opportunity to talk to girls that they would find attractive. And so it's essentially like a little kid learning how to go down a slide. And so, you know, you come across a girl that you find attractive, and what does the guy usually do if he's never talked to girls before? He's going to keep trying and trying and trying and trying. It's just like a guy going, see?
Yeah.
It's not a lack of self-control. It's just, it's what you would do in a situation where you've never actually done it before.
But
you're going to keep trying.
Yeah, but like, let's say, I'm going to use myself again. Like, let's say, because I didn't think I was attractive for like an extended period of time. When I got here and some people actually started finding me attractive, I was like,
damn.
Oh, okay. But then I never, like, if the opportunity was presented to me, like, maybe I would take it, but I'd also have I'd have enough self-restraint, even though I've never been through in a situation like that before, like, especially before senior year, like, I've never been in a situation where people, like, were trying to talk to me and stuff like that, and then you present me with that opportunity, I don't go, like, wild, like y'all are kind of describing. And I'm just saying, I feel like that's a typical female thing.
No, it's because
women thing. I hate that I said that.
No, it's because like for you to even get past to the next level, you would have to find some kind of connection with said person.
Yeah. And for a guy, it's
bro, yeah, like honestly, like yo, like I'm pretty sure you guys heard this, but like dudes will kind of like bang about just about anything on God.
Yeah, I know.
So the thing is, no, I'm gonna explain to you. The higher, like the more options the man gets, the more selective he can get. If he gets no bitches, man, like he will take just about anything. I've seen it. There's a reason about that. It's just how it works.
Well,
my guy friends have told me this.
What's that?
My guy friends have told me this before.
No, the thing is, I also didn't believe it like this. The thing is, like,
you were down
bad. Hold on, chill, bro. Hold on. So anyway, what I'm saying is like, yeah, if the guy doesn't have a whole lot of options, he would take what he can get. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I also used to think kind of like, oh man, like that's not really true. And I'm just kind of like, I'm not saying like I've always got like a lot of women, but like I personally, like I just talk, I ain't gonna lie. And it just happens. So like generally, like I guess I am privileged in a way to have like social skills and not to be completely like inept. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, cause my thing is, I'm like, why the fuck are you afraid to talk to her, bro? She's a normal ass person. Like, bro, okay, all right, yo, if she flames you, bro, take an L and just go for a friend or her sister. Oh, she's of age.
Bro, actually, back to the friends thing. You stop doing that. It's so weird. Like, we went to a Baltimore party where you were there. Fatia was not, because you don't go to Baltimore parties. But like, we were there, and I have this distinct memory of like we were all dancing, and then there's this one guy that just comes up to like, because this is a big friend group.
I think I remember.
Yeah,
this.
And like he was.
Did you talk about this last?
No, I didn't talk about this. We talked about this topic. Just
okay.
He was dancing with us, right? Or like one of us individually. And then like there was at some point where we all separated and we went to the bathroom at one point, and then we all just collectively met back up. And they were talking about, we were all like, oh, this one dude, he was like trying to dance on me, da 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 da. And I was like, oh, he did the same thing to me. All within the same, like, within a 10-15 minute period. I'm just like, that's just so trifling. Please.
So he was playing the numbers game, and he sounds like a king.
And the craziest part is, like, I don't think he was unattractive. It was just the fact that he was like
one that was upstairs.
It's a numbers game, bro. He's a king. He's a king, bro. That's what you should do.
Yes. Yeah, I know exactly. He was attractive. Like, I don't care if you're attractive or not. If you're doing that weird stuff, like, that doesn't matter.
Okay, can you? So you said why? Like, you just don't want them to hit on your friends, right?
It's just the fact that you wanted to pass yourself around like you're like a fucking hot potato. Like, what are you doing?
No, but it's dancing, and y'all weren't even together. Y'all was dispersed, right?
No, we were all together, but like slightly
apart.
Hold on. He just went.
No.
Look, he were like in a semicircle, right? And then like we would just see him move from like. Keep in mind, like, oh,
he's a king, straight up.
Was I in the right state of mind? No. But regardless, like, I'm just saying, like, even if you're not in the right state of mind and you're able to peep this stuff, it's kind of like, why would you pass yourself around in a hot potato fashion? Because whenever we're out, we're kind of all together, or at least we have a general idea of where someone else is in whatever area that we're in. So for like all of us to have gone through that in like.
Yo, he's a king, straight up, bro. He went through the whole team for real. Oh God, like, bro said, bro.
It's dancing.
It's so odd.
But like, y'all let him get away with that, and then y'all were all together.
You all are at fault for that.
We didn't. That was not
king,
our fault.
Straight king, bro. Like
that's not.
Y'all could have really just like bashed him or said something like, "Get the fuck away." Oh, you did?
But you still let him dance with all of you.
Did you? Wait, what?
Did we bash
Yeah,
him?
did you? Did
I
you?
don't think we were really okay because this was minor. I guess like we've been through worse. I guess
Oh my gosh.
we have been through a lot worse.
It sounds like the Powerpuff Girls.
Oh my God.
It's a power promotion.
They'll be going against villains.
I feel like
Mojo
I
Jojo.
wasn't there for that part. I was there, but I wasn't
Pantsless.
there. Yeah.
Okay, so
So I don't know.
back to the question that we gotta grab. Like,
Which
so,
one-
So
which
that was
one?
the one we're talking about right now.
This was about managing self-control.
Okay,
So, like, for-
Oh, emotional.
Yeah.
So
I think
That's
it's
a question on that too.
well,
no, the managing self control. I passionately use that word because honestly, it makes it seem
Well, I can't.
like it's probably on some like really weird vibe. Like when I mean by self control, it's like what I said previously about when I mean by self control, I don't mean it like in the actual physical sense, like like. Go ahead.
okay, sweet. So like in terms of managing self-control, it's like logical reasoning. So either you said what?
Y'all don't got that?
No, we got that.
No, we got it.
Well, most,
But let's go from a freshman year like perspective. When you're in a new environment, you have all these opportunities, and like you just want to explore and see what's what to find out what you like doing. Whether it's like socializing with people or joining a club or like playing a sport or just being in your room all day. You're testing the fields, you're seeing how it goes. Now, for some people, as we mentioned earlier, maybe who went from high school to college and didn't have such stimulating experiences, it might be a bit much. So a dude who, went from maybe not talking to too many girls is now in college around a lot of pretty women. It's a lot to take in. So let's say he finally gets a chance to talk to a girl, he's at a party, maybe under the influence a little bit. I don't know. Kind of says first thing that's on his mind type deal. And, not all men think logically, and I'm saying think logically because there's outcomes for your actions, consequences. Versus you can offend someone, or you can compliment someone, or you can leave someone fucking confused.
You can do both at the same time.
Yeah, you can really do both at the same time. So that's where I'm just getting that in terms of self-control.
It's like, I like your dreads, but they're ugly as hell.
that's called
Right,
writing.
but they're beautiful, and they smell amazing.
I'm not smelling your hair.
You can. All right then. What?
What's the option,
Yeah, I need to pull out the boss.
I thought about it just now. I was like, what is the consequence if you're just gonna say no?
Just
The consequence of what?
Him smelling my hair.
So
No, so okay, back to the.
It smells like lavender.
I don't want to know what your hair
Okay, so
smells like.
what I mean by self control is like a lot of dudes just don't have experience with women, so of course they're gonna get like crazy about it. They're gonna try to like kind of like get as much experience. So therefore, some of the dudes that don't have experience, they're like, okay, well she's nice to me, so I'm gonna try to be her friend. But you don't realize. I think some dudes, especially the ones like freshman year, don't understand that they're fucking themselves up and fucking everyone else up around them. Because the thing is, even then, you're like, some women might be kind of like, oh well, this guy was a friend, like. This, so he treated me this way, and next thing you know, it just perpetuates a really toxic way of thinking. So that's why I think dudes, like if you see a pretty girl, man, you shoot your shot, man. Like me, bro, they're gonna talk shit regardless, bro. As soon as you holler, they'll be like, yo, you see that motherfucker, man? Yo, he's short as hell. Like now, like on God, be like, bro, like, did y'all see like y'all see you got some boogies and shit. Like I'm trying to tell you, like I work at a bar, bro. I literally tell you, bro, I literally work at a bar, and I just see all this stuff, and I'm like, man, go for a friend.
Also,
That is a terrible.
Okay, I know we talked about this last time.
I'm about to go off.
Yo, he went through the whole team.
At this point, I really.
He said go for her friend. He kept saying that.
But it just I know for you guys it might be different, but and it just is odd. Like, why would you have a whole room full of people? Why would you go for my friend? Like,
Maybe she's bad.
We don't know you or your
I
friend. We don't know your friend.
Well,
And
but
your friend
you
look
see
good.
me with her or with them. Why would you go for them? Like, I think that's totally fine. Sure, yes, my friends are very pretty. Like, I accept that. I think that's great. But it's like, why would you go for my friend? Like, there's a bunch of other pretty people here.
And I think it also makes you look bad because the second you leave, we're gonna be like he really was stupid. Like,
It's just so.
That's exactly the type of
Question. So you said when it makes you look bad. Is this after he danced?
no, it's like you're saying like go for a friend, go for a friend.
I'm actually joking. I'm actually joking about that.
I know what I'm saying.
option. It's
Like, yeah.
what the fuck?
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
we're sitting there like, did he really think like something was gonna happen or like?
Yeah.
Those
boy.
bold guys are always the funniest though. They be the funniest people because they make the best stories like this. That was kind of funny. Yo, they'll dance. That's crazy. I mean, it's just I've never seen it actually work. Like,
It's never gonna work.
I've seen it work.
But hold on,
Actually, no. You'd have to have a. Sorry.
My freshman year it worked once.
You'd
I've seen
have to have a shitty friend group for that to work. That's exactly how that would have to work. Like
And
you'd
a
have to
lot of
have friends
alcohol.
that aren't necessarily loyal to you for that to work. Or
because the girl code thing, right?
not even just okay. A good portion of the time, y'all be saying girl code, and I'll be like,
Girl code's not real. Or guy
I don't
code
know
is
what the
also
fuck.
real,
I
not
don't know
real
what the
as
fuck that
much.
shit is. It is to some degree, like certain aspects of it, but like not the
How many of them really
entire thing.
assert it,
tie you
bro?
together.
So again?
That's how many people
shouldn't
actually
do that.
enforce it.
It's like, the fuck?
I enforce it.
Well,
Have we
I've-
ever enforced it?
I've seen it happen once.
I don't think we've
and it's
ever actually
when-
enforced girl code to ever.
Oh, hold up. Yeah, I've
But then
seen
again,
it.
we also all talk to different types of people, or just don't talk to people.
Right. Only time I've seen this happen was my freshman year in college when I was playing lacrosse. Literally like orientation. So as we're getting to meet like everyone in our room in our dorm or whatever, we go to a party. I'm on the lacrosse team, so like the seniors have a house off campus. Teams allowed, we're hanging out. I literally see was it with the track team or was it? Yeah. She was this model. She was like doing a yoga. She was a yoga instructor. She was a model. And so she had a nice group of friends around her. My man's went straight from talking to her, got rejected because she's only into black guys. I was like, all right, that's a weird fetish. Do your thing, girl. Turns to her friend in the opposite room. Totally turns out the friend had a crush on him. So it kind of worked in a weird way.
Y'all be trying to
But-
I feel like that's
It's just true numbers.
What would you feel about in that situation? Like if you had a friend group and your girl.
That's slightly different. What if
yeah.
she at that point? I would just assume that she rejected old dude because she knew that old girl has a crush on old dude. Like
Duh.
like that's the only
See,
that's the
something
main
I didn't
logical.
think about. I didn't think about that
That's like the
entirely.
logical way. Why do my voices do that? That's just the logical way of me thinking about that. Like I would. If I know that someone's into someone else, I'll just like curve them, especially if I don't actually see them attractive.
So you
And
would
it's
throw
like,
the assist in that manner.
Of course.
If your friend was
I
interested.
am literally.
Yeah.
They get annoyed with how much of a wingman I am sometimes. Boring.
Damn.
Ooh, that's what I also wanted to say though. For guys and like you, when you say like going, guys who don't have experience with women and like approach women on college, jealousy plays a big factor into it too. So like when a guy hooks up with a girl and he starts bragging about it to his friend, that creates insecurity in that friend, and I've seen it where like the friend will like try to do everything he can to like either one up the guy or like not feel picked on anymore.
It's petty
And
as fuck.
it is petty as fuck,
Yeah.
but like we're guys. I feel like we kind of brag a bit too much about whatever we do in our life. Like, oh, I lifted this much at the gym. Oh, I ate this. Oh, I picked up a bug. Like,
I mean, no.
we brag about like the
So in the gym tip, I think you should be like actually proud of your achievements. So
Yes.
therefore,
Right.
so if your friend's not a hater, you should be like, hell yeah, bro, like yo, that's lit.
competition with yourself.
So now talking when it comes down to being with, I would say now when it comes down to like hooking up, I think that's kind of like our fault maybe like of not being with like men that get a whole lot of women. If you know your man doesn't get a whole lot of bitches, bro, do not tell him how many people you be hooking up with because it's
Don't
not
hang
gonna work.
around in the
But no,
first
but if you hang if you hang out with dudes that like okay, you guys have confidence, you guys get women, it's gonna be like oh damn, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like a normalizer thing. You're not talking down on someone, you're talking to them at that point. Like oh bro, you know, because if you're like a say for example, bro, you had a friend, right? That was nerdy as hell, bro. Like my man cannot, bro, he can't even look at a woman's way without being like, you know what I'm saying? Like that, like you know what I'm saying? And you tell him about like how many women you're hooking up with, bro. He's eventually going to resent you.
Right.
And that's how it works, at least when it comes down to males, because it's like we're competitive by nature. So it's just kind of like, damn, bro, what you got that I don't got? Like, you know, blah, blah. And the thing is like, that's why, like, I think with us dudes, we got to be, like, around people who are around our level, like, honestly, on God. Because, like, it's just, because the problem with that is that you start creating such a disparity that you're kind of like, damn. Like, and honestly, most guys just really don't get a whole lot of women, so it's kind of hard for us to, like, pick dudes that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
And that's what I want to ask you guys next in terms of that whole jealousy creating process. Wait, can I ask you? You're about to say something.
Go ahead.
Okay. Like, do you guys get jealous amongst one another in terms of
asking crazy questions.
feats or I wasn't going to say hookups. I was going to say feats or accomplishments. Like, when it comes to bragging. Because I know girls get into more fights than guys do with each other.
Oh, you mean like verbal arguments or physical?
Verbal.
Oh, then no.
I'd love to see physical.
Us? Nah.
What's the stigma?
I feel like it depends on the friend group because at least for the group of 5 that we have, it's like we're encouraging each other to accomplish what we know the other person wants to do. So when you get to a certain accomplishment, even if I didn't have that for myself, it's like I'm really happy for you and I was pushing you towards that accomplishment. Like, I wouldn't say any of us get jealous with what one of the other person gets. And it's like when one person has an accomplishment, that person is also trying to help us in a way reach the same thing.
1 second.
Audio? What about?
Clap real quick.
That was weird.
Not picking up.
All right. Well, the next. Well, let me get another question ready while you guys are both standing. All right. So, we had a long talk about. Let's see what I got here. Friend zones, dating, managing self-control, red and green flags, icks. Are there any questions you guys have for us, for men? Like, how do you think we perceive things, or what goes through our mind? Ask anything. We don't care what you ask.
Yeah, don't hold back, honestly, because we're gonna kind of like interrogate them. Probably
What's going on with these incels? They're always asking all the questions.
Women hate me! Oh my god, hold on. I have to think of shit. I'll be for real, I don't really think about that. I'm just living my life. I'm being super real. I don't know. What do you guys got any thoughts?
Honestly, I don't even get questions for real.
You never have like any thoughts like, oh, why is he acting like this, or why did he do that, or like.
If I do, I just like take it step by step, and I'm like, okay, if you're gonna act like this, let me figure out how I might react. And even then, I don't even really. Sometimes I'm not gonna lie, I don't really be thinking for myself. Sometimes like I'll ask for advice, not like thinking for myself, but like I'll ask for advice just to see like what the next step I could do would be like right or wrong for me to do. Like if I'm let's say I'm like planning on doing somebody dirty. Hypothetically, let's say I'm planning on doing Minecraft. I want to see how far it would go without like causing irreparable damage, and then I'm like, okay, let's see how far I could go, and let me deliberate with my team. And decide what can I actually do before like I destroy you.
What?
You guys have a team?
That's some felonious.
Wait, yeah, exactly. What do y'all be doing with your guys exactly?
Oh, that's a good
There we
question.
go. Actually, here we go.
Okay. Let's. All right, girl, you really like. Let's start with that. Like you want to date this girl.
Yeah.
Like you converting with the team. Like how are you gonna ask her out? How are you gonna take her out?
Hands down.
Hands down. No, I know. I got this.
I need to know.
I got this. Okay, so guys don't actually communicate with their boys on a girl that they like.
Really?
Interesting.
No.
I definitely do.
You do.
Yeah.
But most guys don't. They're just like, oh, well, I went on a date with this girl. What do you guys think? We're going to go play-by-play of literally everything.
Okay.
Just like, I said this to her, took her to this place. What do you guys think? What should I do else? Am I right, miss?
Hold on. I got a question. Yeah. Like, do y'all have to ask your guys, like, whether or not your girl is attractive? Or
no.
Before you even, like, try to decide whether or not you want to get with this girl, like, do you, like, ask your friends whether or not this girl is attractive or not?
No.
I think she's attractive. Fuck what everyone else thinks.
Or do some guys do that?
No.
Some guys do.
So, you're talking about, the reason why you guys do that is because it's called female validation. Okay, I understand that all your friends, if all your friends find your man attractive, right? God, hold on, this rude as hell. Me. So, if all your girls find your man attractive, right? Of course, you would hope that they're not gonna fuck him. But the thing is, because women like being with attractive men, it makes them, it's a sense of pride, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, my man look good, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like a sense of pride for most women, you know what I'm saying, when they're with a good-looking guy. So, I mean, I just noticed it's like a female validation thing. Like, it's kind of like, oh yeah, well, these girls know, like, my man look good, and, they can't, like, holler.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking differently about it, but I don't know. I don't think that. Like, I feel like, yes, you want someone that's attractive, but at the same time, it's like, I feel like because how you present yourself to the world is important. Like, you can't just walk outside and it's that boy all the time. And it's like, yes, sure, I guess maybe, like, I want my friends to think he's... I don't know. I don't think I really care if what they think. Like, we could talk about it, sure. Like, but at the end of it, it's like, do
It's
I
what you
like
want.
them? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, how do I feel about them? Because it's not their relationship.
Well, I
Fine.
think we gotta be a little bit careful with that because if they say like, "Oh, he's cute," yo, they're like, "What the fucking mean he's cute?"
If
That's
my
what I'm
friend's
saying.
My
Because
boyfriend is cute.
like
That's
exactly,
when it's like we're not really fucking friends.
It's a congruency test. Yeah, it's a
Like-
thing. It's a way to check each other's friendships. I've seen this.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I have asked. I did ask, didn't I? Yeah,
Yo.
I think I did ask that.
Oh my god.
I don't know why
Bro's
I did
gonna
that,
watch.
but I think I did.
Bro, you just, I was like, I was like,
Bro's gonna watch this, bro. We gotta.
I might have been.
Yo, all right. So I don't
thinking about it.
Let's just like keep some names out, just because like yo, bro, some people gonna get.
hold on. You just.
I mean, what we know, what her boyfriend's gonna recognize about. Like we just kept names as like, yo, dude's gonna be like, damn, bro, that's how I got judged. But her two best friends, fuck her.
Everyone else out. Anyone that like.
Can you ask the question again?
What did I just ask?
No, so she was pretty much saying like
When do guys ask?
do we validate
girls-
our boys, girls like the way they look?
Oh,
like
yeah.
if they're, like,
Nah, I was gonna say to answer that. For me, I express to my friends, but like I do have like a set game plan. Like I make sure like dudes, if we're all hanging out and she's gonna be there, don't make me look bad. Don't say some fuck shit that's gonna like throw me off. You can call me out on my insecurities because then I'll just admit them. That way like I'll be more confident when I'm talking to her.
Not from them.
Nah. I kind of bring my insecurities up first. That way it's like, all right, if I can say this, like I'm unfuckwittable. You can't tell me shit. So
Well, she gonna find out about them anyway.
Right, but if I put that shit on the table right then and there, it's like you know what to expect from
That makes
me.
me the ultimate wingman.
Exactly. Like Takai will literally be calling me out on the second floor, and it's just like he'll say anything. Like, Will, your shoes untied, your fly's down. Oh, put on some fucking deodorant, and I'll just be like,
That's actually.
No,
I
that's
ain't gonna lie, that's actually.
He needs it though. He needs it.
Okay, no,
That's-
sometimes you do like, but I would pull them to the side. I'm not about pulling them like in front. I just feel like you can't, like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta put them to the side when you're about like say some shit like that.
But I do have to let.
That's
Will.
kinda OD.
I tell Will
Yeah.
because
OD.
I'm cool with that.
I do that to Will because like the more you mess with him, the more confident he becomes in himself.
Facts.
It's called resilience, I don't know.
Yeah,
But-
and so Will needs me to do that for him.
It helps.
No, because
I
bro,
appreciate it.
we're different, bro. When it comes to criticism, guys are different, bro. Like, all right, so listen. For example, if a dude goes through a breakup, bro, imagine, like, bro, and this has happened to me. You know, like when I played sports, they'd be like,
Wait, I want to finish. I got one more thing.
Completely.
Okay. Long story short, to sum it all up, the reason why I let my guy friends know is because if I'm interested in a girl, I don't want any of them approaching her because, like, I'm saying, hey, I think she's very attractive. Yeah, pretty much saying fuck off. But like, if I see any of you like trying to spit, we got beef now because I clearly made my intentions clear with the crew.
Yeah.
So why the fuck would you try to go behind my back when I'm coming to you at the front?
well, you're introducing them. You're introducing. Okay, well, I'm hollering at this chick. You know, you sometimes like some people show a picture, but one thing is like I'm not gonna say she's pretty because for one, like my input doesn't matter. But now I know I have a physical picture of who not to go for now. That's about it. You know what I'm saying? Like okay, like I could be like okay, like we don't have to say. Like, we don't sit there and be like, oh, she's hot or she's ugly or something like that. Like, whatever. He's going to go for, people are going to do what they're going to do. You know what I'm saying? That's why. So, our input when it comes down to, like, us validating, like, how attractive a woman is, no, we don't really do that. We're just like, okay, all right, you know, you get, like, you're doing your thing, you know?
I be going by
But the thing is, I've noticed with, like, a lot of women, they'll have these group chats be like, what y'all think? Shook. Shook is. Yeah.
It's my little check-in.
Okay. So, there was something you were, like, going into what was it about what was she saying what was she saying like after because we were talking about like the validation thing but now it's like damn that
We were mentioning names and then we were talking.
oh yeah we gotta be careful mentioning names no because I guess that's your man's but like yo I know there's some people that are just genuinely gonna hate us because now their business is gonna be out there
Yeah, you can block out his name for real. I honestly do not.
nah man what made me if he's your man's he's your man's like you know what
This
I'm
is
saying
not my soft line. Hell no.
It's your soft line.
Oh, we were talking about being freshman
I'm
experiences.
very confused as to what just happened.
You could be very confused. Okay.
Malaika was trying to like talk. She was trying to say like she's a freshman. She wants to learn like everything. Like tell her all the details.
it's a cold world out here straight up
It's a cool
Yeah,
move.
it does get cold, but like
Sensational.
if I can give you any advice, it's to take risk. Be honest.
Oh, that's so crazy. I don't do that.
Trust me. Well, let me ask. What are you looking to get out of college?
Degree.
Yeah.
A degree?
That part.
Yeah.
Memories? Anything like that? Is there anything you ever wanted to
memories
try
are
to
cool.
do?
Like I met these two, and then the other part of our friend group that I'm also close with. And then
Okay.
My other friend group. And
You don't sound too happy about
teams
that.
Look,
No,
man.
I'm gonna let
the
you
teams
finish.
that
I mean, I'm excited for all that, but at the end of the day, what am I here to do and pay thousands of dollars in tuition and go into debt for?
You want to come out with something meaningful.
Yes. That piece of paper that would look really good behind a desk. Yes.
With the frame.
With the frame. With the frame in my full government name. Yes.
So then
I mean, that's a goal, but like everything that comes about on the way, like I'll appreciate too.
I was going to say, so why did you want to know like everything?
Because knowledge is power. So why would I deliberately stay ignorant?
Such a good answer.
That's just such a that's just something I'd always like to know.
Well, I don't want to sound like a dad, but I'll just be like, yeah, stay away from boys. Go after men.
Too late.
College ain't it.
Would have been very nice in September. Please.
I didn't know you in September. I met you today.
No, you didn't.
Sometimes you just gotta go through some shit. That's it.
I really would have preferred to not have gone through a bunch of the stuff that we gone through.
Oh, that was my next topic actually. For women, what is it like, or how do you handle yourselves when you're overwhelmed? Like emotionally, physically, like school, everything. Like, what do you do when you get that feeling of?
I thug it out. I'm not gonna lie. Like, there's a good portion I'm not gonna lie. Like, these two a lot. They get mad at me, or like my friends get mad at me for just like saying I'm gonna thug it out, even especially like if I'm overwhelmed. Cause like, unfortunately, am I a people pleaser? Yes. Am I good at saying no? No.
You give me a strong no vibe.
Oh, that's so crazy. Because I'm terrible.
You're like a walking vibe check.
I'm so terrible.
Are you pre-med?
Pre-nursing.
Pre-nursing. Okay, I knew it had to be some STEM because the thug it out thing. I'm like, I only see certain people that put themselves through a sacrifice, and that's STEM major.
Like you kind of.
You kind of gotta.
Literally gotta thug it out.
There's no other option.
You have to take some massive amounts of copium.
Because, like, imagine me trying to start, which actually, in hindsight, I'm about to do. Like, I'm about to have to start over with my entire freaking major.
Freshman year?
I have to.
Well, nothing wrong. It took me 5 years. Okay.
What?
No, I looked at you like that because you know.
I had to switch my major entirely because, like, I went from out-of-state school, which was, like, physical therapy, to coming to in-state, which is not an undergrad.
What school did you go to?
I went to Maryland University, which is in Arlington, Virginia.
My mom
Why did
went
you do
there.
that?
Why do you tell me this? Oh, did I never tell you
At
this?
the actual college?
Okay, yeah.
No, she doesn't work there, but she works in Arlington, Virginia.
Oh.
But pretty much, yeah, I went there. I was studying physical therapy as an undergrad.
Uh-huh.
And then moved back to Maryland for reasons I don't think I should say today.
Nope.
And pretty much, Maryland does not have an undergrad in PT. It's a grad doctorates program. So I had to pick up an entire major that I didn't feel like doing, but now I kind of love. So yeah.
The mind is a beautiful thing.
It is.
It's a resilient thing.
Nah.
Thug it out.
It's okay.
No, for real. I feel like, what's it called? I take time for myself. Like, I literally would just kind of, like, push everything else to the side, which is probably not the best all the time. But, like, I'll just literally just take time and do something I like to do. Because I'm like, if I'm overwhelmed, I'm like, me dealing with all of it, at some point will be beneficial. But at the same time, it's like, I can't, sometimes I can push through it, it's whatever. Other times, it's like, I really can't force myself to do it. Like, otherwise, it'll be more harmful than it is productive at that point. So I just take time for myself. Read a book. Do something nice.
I just read a book called The Sellout. Banger. It's about a slave whose dad got killed by clan members in his town. But the dude buys a slave to represent as like the vigilante who goes against the men who killed his father. So pretty much a black kid buying a slave.
That's kind
I didn't know you wrote a biography.
I did what?
That's so wild. That is crazy.
I am.
Oh wait, I was gonna say so I would say like that doesn't include TikTok, does it? Like if you're taking your time,
not all the
do
time,
something
though.
you want, TikTok will destroy your grind.
Unfortunately, we have something else that takes up our time.
What is another thing that takes
Sim City.
Sim City.
Sim City.
Sim City.
Oh,
It's a
Sim
game.
Yo, Simp City.
Right
I really thought you said simping. And I was like,
No, I'm not.
Those guys in the back of their heads, bro. They don't even exist. They're gal pals.
I was gonna say, is that what that really is a
That's
simp?
so crazy. Wait, what?
A friend zone guy is
No,
a simp.
Really just a simp?
Think side characters on a TV show.
Simps.
Simps, yeah.
No, yeah, I was hearing sim, as in like sim.
No.
That's what
First of all,
I was very
first of all,
confused.
I play Sims, so like I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Oh, we thought you were talking about Simps.
Wait, what about Sims?
Like my city's like almost rich. I'm trying to make New York low key, but like I'm pretty sure.
You have Simp City?
I mean, I had to stop because it was kind of like I started Orgo, like that kind of like stopped. I'm not gonna lie to you, but like y'all can never fuck with my city, honestly. So my revenue too crazy, honestly. My taxes are high though. I know they're miserable. My taxes are crazy. just like New York. Yeah. Anyway. So anyway, all right. No, but
You're not getting that hospital yet. I'm so sorry.
They don't need it.
Nah, there's a lot. Damn. Wow.
A lot goes
I know they're miserable. I know they're like.
No. They're 96%. They're at 96%. Just to believe, but like they just don't have a hospital right now.
That's dangerous. Imagine
Chinese medicine, just as good.
It's only like 4 buildings that don't have access to healthcare right now. But like, you know what? If I was to redline, maybe you'd be better off.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, but wait. So we're talking about the gal.
Y'all were saying simps.
No, like someone brought up and I said some gal pals or something like that.
Gal pals.
Oh, you said if gal pals are simps.
Yeah.
Most of them are. Yeah, most of
We
them are.
don't even give them the opportunity to become.
No, for real.
It's like if I meet someone and all of a sudden we leave the conversation, I'm like, okay, he's a gal pal. I'm not even giving you the opportunity to become a simp.
Well,
But hold on.
No, I got this.
But like if you are acting like it, like we're not paying attention to it, it's like you've completely left our thought of mind. Like you can act however you act. but
That's
we're
why
not
they're
going
simp.
to actively.
But they don't
Before we
necessarily
even get to acknowledging that.
Yeah, and I don't. It's almost they don't actively do anything to change that. If that makes sense.
So, like, have you ever asked one of your friends to like drive you somewhere before?
No, I drive.
Okay, because that's one of the big ones for a simp is like
It's different because
the food guy.
I understand what you're saying, but like they're really like not there. Like, does that make sense? Like they're around. No.
It's like they just
But, like they're literally side characters in my life.
They're NPCs.
And for real, they're Sims. That's like they're not.
No, but the thing is, when me simp is a person that like, so.
Do you know what it stands for?
No, I don't know the full
Yeah, simp stands for something.
Oh my god.
It's. I didn't know it was an
It's
acronym.
very vulgar. But
Yeah, it's sucker idolizing mediocre.
Interesting.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so
This is the term simp, but like, so.
Pussy really be mediocre though?
No, that's what it stands for. Yeah, but.
Alright, I'm gonna say that for chocolate.
So what I'm saying about like the whole like simp thing is that So how can I explain this? So you guys were talking about you guys like just completely cut them off, right?
No,
Like-
it's like okay. It's
Oh,
like
well,
if
I
a baby
cut
was
them off.
born, right?
Mm-hmm.
If a baby was born, like they immediately pop up with the like genetic code and whatever
Right.
like, the hell they're like. That's what this is. Like from jump, like from the initial time that I meet you, you're a gal pal. Like there's no changing that.
So you never had, so you never had a guy that like, damn, he's attractive. He walked up to you and like you just had like this, like, you know, you never had like a man.
I have my friend's boyfriend. Not
Oh,
like that. Not
hell
like that. Not like that. Not like that. Not like that. Not like that. I swear.
Whoa.
That man is
You
my.
gotta get some people in trouble.
That man is
God.
my twin. Now that is exactly how that happened.
Whoa.
let's not go into
Let's
this any
just
further.
please, yo. Like you're kind of wild, like yo.
Yeah.
Because you gotta think about
crazy.
it. They're gonna take it how they gonna take it.
They can.
So
I don't
you
really
need
know what to
like
tell
you
bro.
just gotta be like a little bit like mindful of some things. Cause like, damn, I'm the one supposed to say crazy shit, man. You're like fucking keeping up with me, man. And you're destroying your friendships. At least people know I'm an asshole. Right? You know what I'm saying? Like,
The clash of tastes.
oh God, bro. She's out here like she's like.
It's not like that, but like it'll be like. Again, because I view most people on an objective stance from jump, or maybe like even if from jump it'll be like, hey twin, hey gang.
Oh, you two trusting. That's
Good.
crazy.
Oh.
Red flag right there.
Oh.
Hey. Oh, hell no.
I can feel the
I feel like you need to
suffering.
elaborate on that.
Too friendly. I'm kidding.
No, I can feel the suffering just in you saying that.
Nah.
Bro. You got to think about all the Sims that bro probably died to even get to the point to talk to her.
The Sith army.
But I love her, bro.
Yeah, I don't think that happens to me. That's more likely to happen to Emma for real.
BFFR.
That's not gonna happen to me. I can promise you that.
BFF.
Colors.
Be fucking for real.
Yeah, you never heard that? Like, I mean, we've had so many people say that. Like, yo, like someone will say something crazy, someone will say something delusional, be like, yo, be fucking for real, like, bro.
I've never heard BFFR.
Honestly.
Well, we don't use
it's
abbreviations, bro.
amazing.
Yeah.
It really just sets the tone.
Yeah, you come through with all the crazy fucking all the slang, man. I got like 3 words out here.
Catch up, bro.
Like, oh god, like, bro, like the gal pal thing was crazy. I was like,
It's honestly so important.
It's a new age sim.
It really.
but can I ask a question? Why? Like, what do you get from a gal pal? I'm genuinely curious.
Nothing. I mean, they're just there.
Okay, and I don't mean that sexually, because you wouldn't mess with him sexually because he's a friend.
They're just side characters.
They're literally side characters. There's side characters that have either there's side characters that I met and I'm friendly with, or there's side characters that I met and I'm friendly with, but they aren't my friend. Does that make sense? Like,
look, man, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm just gonna say it, man. Like, yo, gal pals, yo, like, it's not real.
Yes, it is.
real.
No, man, no, I mean, it's friends. It just means friends. But like things, when I think of like gal pals, I just think of a guy that just gives you attention type stuff, and you like don't do anything.
I don't
like,
get like I don't. I have an example, but I can't name names.
No, like, you. Wait, hold on. No,
give an example.
No question. But is it something so specific?
Tyler.
Stop giving it. Stop giving it.
It's a fake name.
No. You can say a fake name, but the thing is, if it's something so specific that person's gonna be like, "Damn, bro, that was me."
I feel like that would happen.
Yeah. So like, hold up. Yeah.
That's a future conversation.
Yeah. So
off the record.
Okay. That's off the record. Yeah. All right.
Like, I feel like that will explain it a lot better. Mm-hmm. But I don't gain anything from gal pals. They're just a person that I'll see around school, or I'll see at a party, and we can chit chat, but
it's not going anywhere.
No.
Like, well, he's a friend zone guy. Like, it wouldn't go anywhere regardless. Like, I don't.
But he's different from a friend. I don't know how to explain it. Like,
a friend. I feel like a friend you would give an assist to. Correct.
Yeah.
Like a friend you look out for, but like, dude, she's into you. Like, go for her. Like,
hold on, bro.
Like, I wouldn't even pay attention to a gal pal.
So
like if my friend,
they're actually still
gal palling and friend zoning is like.
I think I get it. So a gal pal is essentially a situation where you friend this guy so he goes away.
No, because we'll still see them around. That's
and I don't even dislike these people. It's just
we don't.
I'm so confused.
I got you. I got it. No, I know this.
It's not even.
It's not even acquaintance.
I'm so confused.
All right, let me explain. I got a good idea of this now. Because I'm a guy. I can say this now. So a gal pal is someone you could see on campus, so say hi and bye to, you make casual conversation, but it's nothing more than that. So you won't hang out with them outside of school or out of campus or none of that. Versus a friend, which is like you'll make plans to hang out with them and do friend type things, or even like I was mentioning earlier, give an assist to, like if you're at a party and she notices, oh, that girl's really into you, she'll come over and like kind of help you out and like say, go talk to her type shit. So it's like a more intimate relationship, but it's not like to where you think it's going. A gal pal is just hi, bye. I'll see you around.
I wouldn't go out of my way to acknowledge a gal pal.
We also talk. We also hang out with certain
that is a legit acquaintance,
bro. Because we end up in the same. Oh, let's say hypothetically we're at the same party. Said like we see a gal pal.
Yeah.
We're gonna.
Like I'll say hello to you.
It's an acquaintance.
Have a brief conversation.
It's really an acquaintance, though.
Yeah, I guess.
No, because the way y'all make gal pals seem are dudes that are like interested in you, but you won't give them what they want. Like, you know, you won't get them play or whatever. That's what the way you're making gal pals seem like.
That also it depends on who we consider to be a gal pal. Because like even
we have the poster boy of the gal pals in our head right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so
but we also have
break it down.
No.
But we also have.
I want to know if I'm a gal pal.
No, the thing is, I'm about to explain. So you know what the term gal pal came from? The gal pal thing is when I asked them, I said they don't want like to be like dudes that express their feelings too much. That's pretty much like a very emotional man. That's pretty much a gal pal. I get what they're saying because but I actually wrote it down when you said that's where Luli stemmed from.
I'll let them break it down.
Like I'm genuinely curious, bro. Like the acquaintance thing. Yeah. Go ahead. Oh God, bro. I really do not. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna describe one as best as I can. Okay.
Wow.
One of our people that is a gal pal, he had a thing for me at one point, and I didn't know, but like then I was told, so I found out. But at that point, like I would see him at like the little pre-games or the parties or wherever we were, right? And we would chit chat, we'd talk like friend, right? But he wanted something else. I didn't want that, and he's never expressed it to me like directly, but he's asked like multiple of my friends, and that's really the gist. But like once I found out he was a gal pal, that's how I describe him. He's a gal pal. But then I'm trying to think of someone else that's got
He's not a man.
Yeah,
He's not a man. He didn't come to you like
fumbled.
straight
He
up
didn't
and
come
tell
to
you
you
how
like,
he
yeah.
feels.
Like,
He went to everyone else but you.
That is the worst thing you could do. That's almost equivalent to the long game. Like, bro, just let her know. Bro, if she shuts you down, man.
Yeah, take it out.
Okay, like, I mean, there's...
What?
He shut himself down.
Yeah, he never
He
said
shut himself down.
I think I know who this is now.
No.
I think I know who this is.
Do not name
him, bro.
I'm just...
Your guess will be confirmed or not confirmed at the end.
Yeah,
so we'll
but what I'm saying is essentially he shut himself down. He put himself in the friend zone or whatever.
yes.
Like, because the thing is, if he would have been direct, like, yo, you would.
It still would have. The result would have been the same.
Okay, but see, he can at least rest easy knowing, like, okay, she's not trying to fuck me. That's how I see it. That's generally how I see it. Like, because for me, the reason why I shoot my shot is because honestly, I'm always going to wonder if I have a chance or not. So my thing is, I'm like, all right, because you just never know. So I just shoot my shot. At least when you shoot me down, it's like, okay, that's fine. I'm keep moving. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's it. And I mean, it's okay. I get a little bit of awkward looks, whatever, bro. I'm going to get awkward looks in general for whatever. So I just think, I don't know, man. I guess it's the confidence thing, bro. Like, if you lack confidence, bro, you don't give a fuck, bro.
Confidence or
charisma? No, if you have confidence, you don't give a fuck. If you lack confidence, you're going to, like, care about what everyone
You're
thinks.
going to give a fuck.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Every fuck.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So now this comes to the part of the podcast. We have chop time. Chop time is a piece where we'll quite literally chop it up and talk about anything. Anything goes on the board. Any questions are allowed to be asked.
Anything, yeah.
Be as explicit as you want. Name drop, whatever you want to do.
Hold up, no name dropping, bro. You cannot
That's
name
crazy.
drop. Because it's gonna go there. Yeah.
Alias.
Scrutiny if you really want to.
Alias drop. Alias drop. Pretty much, I'm saying you can pretty much vent here.
Yeah, you can also if the event or situation is not that explicit, that could be super general. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever. But if it's something like, like I'm pretty sure you already got some like stuff in your guys' head where you're like, man, hell no, he'd know. You're gonna get that message like, damn, yo, what the fuck? Like, are you gonna go on Instagram and be like, damn, I got unfollowed.
We're gonna sync clap on 3 just to make sure it's chop time. 3, 2, 1. All right. Welcome to chop time. So, who wants to talk about any topic?
Okay, let's bring it back real fast. Okay, because we were having a conversation about emotional men, and okay, here's my piece with that, or my take with that. Personally, my piece. Okay, I feel like realistically, I think it's good. Okay, there's a difference I feel like between emotional and then in touch with your emotions, because I feel like that kind of line is blurred with a lot of men, at least from my experience. And for me personally, I'm like someone that is in touch with their emotions and like can communicate them, I think is very important, because as you kind of said earlier, it's like sometimes it can be dangerous, I guess, if they if they're not as in touch or they don't know how to express how they're feeling. And I think that's important because it makes a person unpredictable, whether you're a girl or a guy. If you don't know how to control your emotions and aren't in touch with them and can't communicate effectively, that makes you unpredictable, which is not okay. But I think it's honestly a lot better if they're in touch with their emotions, but if they're emotional to the point where it's like they don't have that power over themselves to control themselves, then it kind of makes the difference of an emotional man and like emotionally intelligent man.
I swear to God, bro, this literally ended up into the term gal pal. Because you were like, kind of like, oh my God, I got the perfect term for this. And y'all start was like, damn, girl, you got all the terms and all that. And that's what I'm saying. That's why I asked, is the gal pal just a friend zone guy that's really emotional that acts like the girls because he's so expressive with his emotions? Okay, so that was the notion I was like, that I got from y'all. That's why like I laughed, because I'm like, yo, bro, like all the super like emotional like nice guys are like, you know, waiting for a chance, which they are. I'm just letting y'all know. They're waiting for a chance. I swear, they'll take it. Like,
I'm so sorry.
No, they won't give up. That's the thing. Like a lot, like
it's okay to quit.
No. It's okay to quit for your self-respect too. I'm like, bro, she don't like you, bro. Like, damn, don't white knight. Stop white knighting.
Honestly, I think girls just need to be a bit more ruthless when it comes to shutdowns.
They already out here, bro.
It'll help so much better. No, because I told you how. No, I got shut down and I wasn't even trying. Bro, I got shut down and I wasn't even trying to hit on a girl. Literally, I had a health psych class with this girl. I'm not gonna say her name. It was like a year ago. But as I'm walking after I finished my first class, I see her, and we had masks during the mandate during this time, so I only saw her from like the eyes up, and that's what stood out to me. So I was like, I know that's not. And then she looks at me, and then she's like, and what if it is? And I'm like, oh shit, like, how did you know that girl?
Nah,
So then like, I start chopping it up. I'm like, how do I know you? I'm like, we had health class together. We talked. Her and I would chop it up so much. Like, she's going through a lot. Long story short, I'm like, yeah, like, actually, do you want to, like, get together sometime and maybe study? Like, I haven't seen you in a brick. He's like, no. I'm like, oh, shit. Damn. I'm like, all right. I'm like, all right. I'm like, is there any reason why?
No.
She's like, I have a boyfriend. And I'm like, wait, you think I was coming on to you, like, in that? I'm not. I'm talking as a friend here. Like, I show my phone, like, I'm just trying to be friendly. And then she smirks at me. She's like, I'm not playing. Like, yes, I want to study and just talk to you again like we did in class. And then she was like, oh, I'm good. I'm like, all right, I'll see you later.
Look what y'all did.
Let me no. Honestly, no. Shout out to that girl for one.
I was happy
shout out to that girl.
Like,
Shout out to that girl because she respects her man enough. And honestly, it's just how it is because, bro, they instinctually know. Bro, women just instinctually know when someone's trying to fuck them, bro, straight up, and not be their friend.
I'm not trying to sound like a fuckboy, but like I would have made it
doesn't
very
matter,
clear
bro.
that
You're
was
already
coming out.
you're gonna put in that zone, bro.
But like I would have like been a lot more intentional.
I think though, even though you would have been more intentional, not everybody does that. Like that's generally I feel like that's kind of just how it is. So
that's why the long game is terrible.
He was just taking it as being hit on anyway. That's crazy.
Well, I want to go back to what you were talking about earlier about men being in touch with their emotions. How do you feel about guys that are emotionally repressed?
That's like
That's so
annoying.
No, that's just so annoying. You're telling me you can't exert happiness when you're going through something that's like actually happy. Like you're telling me that's exactly what you can't do. And then like if you're sad about something and like you're obviously if you're not gonna talk about it, you're gonna express it in some type of other way. And then it's gonna be reflected on me. And I'm gonna have to sit there and look at you like, damn, there's really something going on with you, but I'm not about to ask since you don't want to say anything. Because a good portion of the time, I say this all the time. Literally, if you wanted me to know, you would have just told me. And that goes for them. That goes for anyone that I interact. Are you okay?
Yeah, the goldfish got me.
Yeah, you're over here playing hat tricks with your fucking goldfish.
Crazy. But yeah, like if you want me to know something, you're gonna tell me. Like I expect you to tell me. If you feel like it's necessary for me to know, it would have been told, right? There's a lot of things that like I can't beg you to tell me. I can't beg you to express to me why you feel this type of way or what I did wrong. Because until like I know, like, and I'm not about it. I'm the type of person to think through like almost everything that I do, even when I'm like doing something kind of stupid, like I really think about the consequences before I decide to do it.
So like you take it as is. You're not gonna make an assumption that
I can't make an assumption because every time that I used to make assumptions, it would always backfire on me. So then it's like at some point you got to learn like, okay, if it was my place to know, you would have told me. If you needed me to know, you would have told me. So for me to be in the dark and then you expect me to like try and figure things out, which is exactly why certain friendships just die. Or I'm gonna have to kill it myself because you literally want to put yourself in that position of, oh, I'm supposed to know what's going on with you, but then you literally just avoid me. Like that's kind of.
Well, sometimes for us guys, we're not so.
Will.
So sometimes for us guys, we're not really that open more for like problems, just because sometimes like depending on what it is, like, I mean, I would say mostly like. Most of the dudes I know, like whenever we run into a problem, we ask other dudes. We don't really ask women. Like it's not. I don't know why it is. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially when it comes down to financial issues. I mean, girl issues. I mean, of course, you know, we're gonna. Most dudes are gonna approach the guys, but I've noticed some of them approach to other women. But sometimes that's kind of stupid because the women will see it from her perspective. The only perspective she knows, the woman's perspective, and next thing you know, they'll follow that advice and make themselves look more like a creep, and the girl's gonna be like, oh, like, cause guys be like, yo, okay, she did this to you, bro, leave her. Like, for example, like if something is like fucked up going on, like, oh, you know, you seen her kind of like moving a little weird. They'll be like, some women will be like, oh, you can just communicate, right? And then like at that point, like I've noticed the person they're with, they'll like start like resenting them, like making it even worse. The behavior will be even worse. And I'm like, you know, dudes are just logical. Like, bro, if she's acting weird, leave. Like straight up, no communication, all that. Okay, man. Like,
nah.
Because like my thing is, and I know this sounds mad toxic.
No.
She will act right when you leave her because she's like, damn, this guy ain't a pushover. What the fuck? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, at that point, don't take her back. I don't believe in breakups and breaks. Sorry, I don't believe in breaks.
I do believe like women will test men.
Like it's called congruency test. And that's normal though. But that's normal thing. I think a lot of people think that's toxic, but no, they've been doing it throughout history. You know what I'm saying? It's just kind of like it's called congruency test. Like look it up and all that. Like shit test. That's probably like the best way to go about it. Shit test. And that's what I'm saying. So like whenever someone's going through like some crazy like behavior, I tell dude, leave her. And you know, and if she wants to be serious, like kind of like wait for it. But honestly, I always tell people just move on to like someone else quick. I get not every guy can do that.
Testing the extent of their love or whatever.
Well, no. Say for example, if a guy's going through something, this woman's kind of like starting to go out a little bit more, starting to go out more sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And like starts to get like a certain like a lot of like things like she starts getting like a bunch of like new like guy friends or something. I know. Nope. So you're gonna be like, okay, that makes me uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes some guys we don't want to lose our woman because we don't want to look like controlling. Mm-hmm. You know, because think about it. The guy tells you, "Yo, babe, I don't want you like around any of those dudes. They're weird as hell." And
I mean, if you give me a reason, then I'll be like, okay.
But my thing is, why do we have to give you a reason? We like the thing is, because men know men. Like we know men. Like you know what I'm saying. Like that's why like I always say, when you meet. That's why have you ever introduced your guy friends to your boyfriends?
Yes.
Okay.
They're competing.
Can I ask you a question? Is it always an awkward dap or like a moment of silence?
No.
Really?
No. Because who have I introduced? I'm not dropping names.
Yeah.
But when it'll be at like late night and we'll just be there, and we all we're friends. There's no like.
There's always a weird. It's just
weird.
No, I'm gonna explain to y'all. No. Have you ever noticed that when a group of guys gets around like a girl, they all compete for her attention? No. Like it's this thing. No. You never been the only girl in a group of guys, and they all for some reason like, okay, okay, all right, you know, I respect that. Wow, all right, y'all hear that?
No. Maybe. It's,
no,
maybe
bro,
it's
stop
just
relating to yourself. I'm talking to them.
No,
that's what I'm saying. No. I asked them. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like kind of like when you've seen like men when they're around like a woman. Sometimes like say for example a group of like 6 or 8 dudes be around like 2 women. You ever notice how like it's this weird like dudes will start being like, yo, you remember when I beat up, yo? Or you remember when I did this? No. It's like they become things. It's a competition thing. That's the thing. So I'm sorry.
Okay, you realize actually I've heard a conversation about this, but then women go for the ones that was the quietest. That's exactly what happens.
If he has
the person that was talking the least is the person that the person will go for.
He's the most confident.
Exactly
but he's the most confident because he doesn't need to show you attention. That's what I'm saying. The other guys are simps in that course, and that guy, the guy you went for wasn't a simp because he didn't quite frankly care if you were there or not.
Yeah. Interesting.
Because he was the chill one.
Yeah.
As opposed to him being on, you're like, oh my God, like blah blah blah, yo, you remember, and wanting you to hear his accomplishments. You know, so I kind of get it. Yeah, I believe. Did you have something to say?
No. I think I forgot it.
Oh, fuck.
Slipped my mind.
So no, it was just like I think we were talking about like guys giving like women attention in a group or something.
Well,
you circling back to that.
Nah, I'm here. Nah, I know what I want to get into next. So like asking women for help. Since you said like guys would normally ask their guy friends, I always feel like. For me, I found out I find myself asking women a lot more for help than I do guys because I feel like guys give me either blunt explanations or like some shit that I just don't want to hear. So like if I'm going through something maybe a little emotionally, and I'll be like, yeah, guys, like I'm feeling this type of way. What should I do? Get over it.
Man up.
Like,
I'm sorry.
Like, man up. I'm like, okay, but like let me learn like what the fuck did I do wrong type shit.
We do tell
like,
you don't listen.
Y'all literally just give me like 2 words: man up, get over it,
leave.
That too. But like it's not always all right. I can't just leave certain situations because sometimes I just want to handle my business. I'm not talking about like when it's like with another person. I'm talking about just like in life.
Oh, okay.
I tell you to go.
Yeah, Mr. Coleman over here. So I want to know for women, when is it okay for you to like, or is it all right for men to ask women for help, and when is it like it's too much for you guys to take in and like you kind of need to do this on your own?
Shoot.
Like there's a difference between a man coming to you and then a man acting like a little boy coming to you.
When he needs tri-acting.
Yeah, when he needs some fucking tri-acting.
I mean, I feel like what's it called? I think yes, it's fine to ask for help.
Everybody should ask for help.
Yeah.
Facts. But like, there's a stigma where it's like men can't express themselves.
That you
That
should
thoroughly.
yourself.
They shouldn't.
Because
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
remember putting that on somebody else. I genuinely have no recollection of me telling one of my, like, a guy that I'm friends with or a guy that, guy that I'm friends with, or just a guy that I interact with, like, nah, I don't want to hear this, you don't need help from me, or I'll just shut you down completely. I don't remember having any recollection of doing that, but even then,
I don't think
I'm
you
not
guys
gonna
are going to do something like that. I think you guys are going to think differently of that guy if he did do something like that.
why would I think differently of someone for asking for help?
Well, I think he's talking about maybe in terms of like attractions. Like, would I ask the girl I like for help?
I feel like if you're coming to me, yeah, I don't. If you're coming to me and if we're like in a relationship or we're like talking whatever, and you're coming for help, depending on what it is, like and how well I know you, it's fine. Like
You want to be vulnerable, that's cool. Like, do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some people find that. Okay, not even some people. Most people find
No,
that more
literally.
attractive. Like, I don't know why you would do that.
But
I
like,
don't like, put yourself back.
You be giving me vibes like I feel like you would like if I would ask you for help, you would shut me down and be like, bro.
Get over it.
That's so crazy.
I can totally.
Y'all making me
It's the energy you're giving me right now.
Off a vibe check.
You're right. Yeah,
You
You give
see-
vibe check
yeah.
energy.
It's just like I'm gonna
Which-
vibe
it's a
check
good
the
thing.
fuck out of you.
You look like
No, it's a good
you,
thing.
You
A
remind me
walking
of,
vibe check.
you remind me of someone that looks. I feel like you like be violating people. Like honestly, like I just.
Okay.
You
So you do.
Listen.
You the argumentative one?
How do I describe it?
It's the puffs.
I do, but it's like
It's the
Chill, bro. Oh god.
it'll be like
So you're violating her.
physically.
Yeah, go for it.
Physically, I do. Like the little cough thing. Like it's just me. Like, damn, you really fixed your mouth to say that for real? That's so crazy. If I'm not gonna say it with my mouth, my face is gonna say it. So that maybe
Yeah, you are a
that
vibe
may
check.
be the reason. That may be the reason why you would think that. But like a lot of people, oddly enough, a lot of people come to talk to me about a bunch of stuff. A lot. I'm like a therapist.
It sounds like you're sick of it.
I'm like a look.
I know
Because
why.
it's been a long time. But like a lot of people do find comfort. Like I had to ask my friends in the beginning, not even these ones, like my at-home friends. I was like, what about me seems so comforting that people want to come and talk to me about certain things? Because it was like a repeated thing of like people would be asking me for advice or something like that. And of course I listen because like, why not? I have nothing better to do. And
That's
also
probably
like, why not?
Like you give me the vibe you're not gonna sugarcoat it. Like if I actually need a legit response, I feel like you're gonna tell me straight up what you think, and like you're not gonna be like, it's okay,
Bro.
dandy dandy. Like
Depending on how bad it is,
Snap.
like people tell me like some of the most gruesome stuff that they've ever been through, and like I might laugh slightly. I might laugh.
Based.
slightly.
That's kind of based. Yeah.
It's not even like on some mean shit. It's just cause like, ew.
Nah. That's
Like,
Sakai. Damn, bro. Like what the
wow.
fuck, y'all like?
Y'all-
What the fuck? Bro? That's kind of
Y'all,
weird. Like.
wow. I was not expecting that to come out of your mouth.
Yeah, but I would just say, wow, I don't give a fuck.
And that's the difference. Like I don't think I would say that. I would never say that. It would just be like, oh wow.
I usually am that cruel to make my friends laugh. So
I mean, if I'm gonna make my friends laugh, it would be. How do I make y'all laugh?
I just do shit.
I just do
It
shit.
just happens.
I just be doing random. I do stupid shit all the time. I like entertainment sometimes.
I don't know.
it's okay.
I have something to say.
Cause I like it when people are vulnerable with me. Like it makes me.
You seem very you seem like you're kind of like the more I don't know, like you seem very centered. Well, no, centered. Like no. At least you're giving off like the centered because you seem to kind of be like, I don't know. No. Hold on. Let me explain what I mean by that before this goes into like on some like weird like shit. So when I mean it seems like that you're like the more like kind of like. I guess like Takai, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like, yo, like stop fucking crying, bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like equivalent to like when it comes down to the female like side. Because so Takai's the type of person to be like, all right, which it did happen, but not with Takai. Like all right, I was going through a heartbreak, and dude was like, dude, you're out here crying when she's getting fucked by someone else, bro. Grow up.
Wow.
It's fucking facts.
That is not what I was
Oh God.
The thing is,
Okay, so
guys actually need to hear.
yeah, we need to hear that. We need to hear that, and that's why I thank my guy friends for literally talking to me like that. Yeah,
Like y'all rag on each other a little bit.
a facts. You got to.
Compared to where, like,
You have to. Ain't no other way. No, so you know the reason why you would never say that because that could lead to that could lead to a physical altercation. I'm almost so the thing is with dude. All right, so when it comes down to dudes, we know that we're like, damn, can I really fuck him up? I don't know. Shit could go either way. So yeah, like we always like it's a natural, like it's a natural.
I test the fuck out of Will.
Like so any but that's just so that's the difference between the genders. What I'm saying is that with dudes there's always threat of violence. You know, I'm saying like there's always one. I want to say a stare, but there's always like one where you're like, man, yo, bro, what are you trying to get into? Like it's always like it's always like a quick. It's quicker to become violent when it comes amongst men. You know what I'm saying? But if y'all like, imagine if like one of y'all went through a heartbreak and be like, girl, you really pressed. He fucking another bitch, bro. All of a sudden you're like, what the fuck? This bitch really my friend?
I think I would actually. Pull out a weave. To some degree, I would probably say something like that, but I'd phrase it.
No. If you said it, no, but
not in those. It's like I'm very blunt when it comes to that stuff. It's like just like you have a certain amount of time to let it control whatever emotions you're feeling, but at a certain point,
can you give an example of because I tell you the blunt examples that we each other give. We're like, oh, bro, like, you know,
it's like I'll be like, if I notice that, like, if I notice Malaika's in a rut, this is just like hypothetical. If she's in a rut because of a guy and I notice it went on for like a week and it's affecting her schoolwork, I'll let it slide. But then if it's more than a week on stuff, I'm like, Malaika, like, you have to like lock in, like it's a guy. Be so for real. Like, you're here for school. Yeah, you have your time to mourn whatever it is, but you need to cut it out and get back to what you came here for. Logic. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, no, but imagine if you were to say that like in like how like guys speak to each other. I feel like you guys are fighting. Well, and depending in front of y'all is the most emotional one, man. Hair is fucking getting pulled. You know what I'm saying? I got my phone like, damn, man, they fighting out here. Yo, we should go take time.
I literally always have my phone. There's no way I'm joining.
Wait. Bro, we were just filming the fight.
All right, the last thing I want to figure out before we wrap up now, I guess this is a two-part question. So relationships and heartbreak. Like during college, I feel like no one really has a long-lasting relationship, or having one is very rare. I think having a long-lasting relationship is very rare. So yeah, so through like
I'm gonna hit you with the number. Y'all want me to hit you with the number?
Like I'm curious. So through like a girl's mind, I want to know what do you think a typical woman's intent is behind that whole college relationship? Just need someone to get through this, or is it some temporary like pleasure, or like what? Well, apparently.
It depends, because if I think of me and Emma, for example, our minds are not even really going. Like for us, college relationship is like no, like we're not really thinking about it. Like guys, we've had so many conversations about this that we don't think we're really gonna get in a relationship while we're here, or until we're done with school. Like I don't think, at least for me, it would be beneficial to get in a relationship while I'm still trying to figure out all my work stuff. Because it does take a lot of time and commitment.
Facts.
Like on the other hand.
The one who's in a relationship.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
hey yo.
This shit was wild. I didn't expect this shit at all. I remember the day I got into it. I texted the group chat that we're in, and I was like, "Guess who's in a relationship?"
Wait, hold on. Why you say it like that though? Like, guess who's in a relationship? You should be happy.
She said it came out of nowhere.
It did come out of nowhere. To me, I'm also kind of oblivious a good portion of the time. So unless someone directly says something to me, it's really not gonna happen. So it's like,
you weren't like happy. I mean, most people are usually.
I mean, no, it's like it's only because you guys are hearing it from an outside view, but we could tell she was happy. Malika's just not good with expressing her emotions. If you don't know her, like she'll react to certain things, and we'll know how she really feels. But you guys are looking in like. You're on the outside. Like he asks you out, like you're gonna be like, oh my god, guys, I'm in a relationship. But to us, it was like, guess who's in a relationship? Like,
I see it now. I see it now.
Yeah, that's just her way of expressing.
I'm also just very awkward in general, and like I'm not even used to the idea of being in a relationship because like. It's cool.
She glitched, bro.
I fuck with him for real. Like that's gay. Like I feel like
glitched, bro.
Being affectionate is just so awkward to me. But it's also like now I'm doing it unintentionally. Sorry, Fatia, but like I'm doing it unintentionally. So like that's something I get used to. But this is for.
A new experience.
It's a new experience.
How long you been with this guy?
You weren't expecting.
We're hitting a month next week or something like that. That's why.
That's like a year in college.
Oh God.
That's so crazy.
Oh God.
Wow, that's crazy.
But yeah.
Yay.
Okay. Wait, what was the second question I asked? Was it heartbreak or was it?
So you said something about relationships then heartbreak.
Yeah. So okay. So did I already ask this question?
No.
How do you guys like deal with heartbreak and things like that?
I've never been through heartbreak. Yeah.
Me neither.
Okay. None of you.
You gotta learn, man.
That's the difference between I guess
I don't
guys and
let
girls.
myself get to a point where my heart is gonna get broken. If I'm being for real, I will get to a certain point where I just go ghost on you, and it's like you're just not a part of my life anymore. So I don't really let myself get to that point.
Control Alt Delete.
We could even take it from a friendship perspective. Like, I could imagine, like, ending a friendship with, like, a long-standing friend that I thought was, like, you know, I thought I was going to see you at my wedding if I get married. I thought I would, my white coat ceremony, like, their white coat ceremony, my nursing school ceremony, like, I'd expect you to be there or, like, you know,
Damn.
hey, girl, you know, congratulations, that type of thing. But now that I don't see you in my life in that sense anymore, once that's completely solidified in my head, you just don't exist to me.
Oh shit.
You quite literally, if I have to interact with you, hey, what's good? How was your day? Nice weather we're having. But like,
Yeah,
I can't look.
nice.
It's not authentic. I know what you mean.
Authentic.
Yeah,
It's just
I
like
see what you mean.
it's a performance.
Yeah.
Damn.
And it's not like let's say I don't even hate this person with my whole chest, because if I hated you with my whole chest, I will be fake as shit the entire time.
Bro, they're wild, bro. I don't understand.
Like,
I kinda do.
Your face.
It's the keep it pushing mentality.
It's so, yeah, because like, because let's
Literally,
say I do have
pushing P.
Even if I don't like you, right, and I have a bad interaction with you, that's gonna blow up in my face again. So now I have to act nice, even though I really don't want to, for the sake of keeping the peace. I'm thinking so hard. So like, let's say if I was to get into a relationship, let's say
you are in a relationship.
Bro,
let's say I break up with my boyfriend. Damn. Nah.
Yo, you're still in the air.
She spoke it out.
She come back single in the back of the
I'm saying,
podcast.
let's say we do break up. We've kind of had this conversation. I don't know why we had this conversation, but we had this conversation. We were like, no, we could still be friends.
Really?
Wait,
maybe.
Friends with boyfriend?
Hold on, no. She just broke that down like slowly. We can be friends.
We can be friends.
Letting them down easy.
Like like unless he does some really fucked up bullshit. Actually, I don't even think it would be him. It'd probably be me. Let's say I do some really fucked up bullshit. Not like that. Oh my god.
Best.
It would just be not like that. If either one of us fucked up in a way that it's like so atrociously bad, like if I was to tell them and like they were like, there's no way you're ever actually talking to the dude ever again, then it would be like, damn, you're really just gonna be an NPC in my life for real. Just one that I'm able to like acknowledge and think, damn, we did that shit for real. I really held your hand for some time. That's disgusting. It'll be like, I'll look back on certain things and I'll be like, damn, that's so gross that I even did that with you.
Not even cherish any memories, just all straight to trash.
No, I actually.
I delete pictures.
No, I generally, I get what she means.
I delete pictures.
That's a defense mechanism. That's why I'm so quick to kind of like. I'm not saying like I'd be ghosting, I ain't gonna lie. But the point is, it's like kind of, but it's not like no hate. Sometimes, bro, that's what I said. Yo, not every exit needs a goodbye, bro. What the fuck, man? Like, what they call that shit? Irish goodbye? Is that the Irish goodbye thing?
I have no idea.
Bon voyage.
I used to go to mad parties. Sometimes I get so fucked up. I'm like, man, I'm about to catch this Uber, man, because they won't make me mad. So, you know what I'm saying? People are like, where the fuck you at? And I'm like passed out somewhere in an Uber, which was probably sketchiest things, you know what I'm saying? So the point is I never said goodbye at parties. I always thought about it, and I'm like, damn, man, maybe that's the reason why.
I say bye.
I never say.
I'll be saying bye. I be saying get home safe.
Okay, I'm talking about parties, bro.
Yeah, what do you mean parties?
Let's say
what I'm saying.
Like, give me more. I need a more specific example.
Maybe because like me and you, like I feel like. So say for example, alright, so I'm gonna give you an example of what I mean by that. Yeah. So say for example, we're all at a party, right?
Right.
And I'm kind of like, I ain't really feeling this. Alright, I just walk out. Like,
you don't say bye to the homies?
You don't say,
bro,
I'll be like, get home safe.
No.
I always say get home safe. Home safe.
No, you know why? Because sometimes like some of the homies be like kind of doing the thing. They're like, I see they're running game. Why would I disturb my mans from doing?
But you don't tell anyone. You can't just dap them.
Nah. I'll be like, all right, dog. I'm gonna see you later. I dap him up. I'll be like, I'll see you later. Get home safe.
Talking to a dude that I like.
Okay, but I'm talking about.
I'd be like
Okay,
irritated if you didn't say.
I get where you're coming from.
They get on our asses.
I'm talking about.
Like, what the fuck? Fatia especially. Oh my god.
I'm talking about as a guy.
What if Fatia was?
I'm talking about as a guy because the thing is, it's like I get why y'all said goodbye because it is a dangerous world out there. Y'all, you know, y'all sticking together. Y'all gotta protect each other in a way. You know, I get it, but with guys, yo, like. Fuck man, I got no, hold up, nah, you know, no, we gotta worry about shit.
We're more likely to be attacked.
Specific different. I feel like in this
No.
I didn't know that. I did not know y'all were more likely to be attacked.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, if there's a guy like down in his luck bad, he's gonna be like, yeah, I just fucking snuck this motherfucker, as opposed to see like that's a woman, like damn,
woman's not
like she's not gonna get her ass beat.
But you know what? Well,
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah.
That's the biggest one.
Wait. No, wait. What if we include prison? Then.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I feel like
I don't know. Would I rather get beat or would I
Yeah,
rather get
we
assaulted?
include prison. That's a completely different story.
I don't know.
That's like a statistics thing. You would have like look more into that, but like the thing is, there's more like violent crimes on men than there's like on women. You'd be surprised like when it comes down to stuff like that.
But
I can show
word
you some
is
statistics.
crazy.
No, it is no. I'm not saying don't happen. I'm not invalidating anything, but I'm just saying when it comes down to the terms of chance, you know what I'm saying? Because how often do you see a woman walking by herself late at night?
Never.
Almost never. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Never.
So therefore,
Y'all be in packs.
yeah, but that's the thing because she said you don't tell them where you're going. I get why they would need to tell each other because it is a fucking crazy world, and we don't know if she's going home with like a creep or something, or like some guy might do something to her. She's like, yo, I'm gonna let you know where I'm at. Yo, I'm gonna drop my location. You know what I'm saying?
Share my location.
As opposed to me, I'm like, yo, I just dipped. Next thing you know, bam, yo, they got mess at the 7-Eleven, bro. He laid out.
You gotta isolate it out.
All right. So
Don't sleep.
from here on out, you're sharing your location with me when we go to parties
I
now.
guess, bro. I have to. You know.
You staying
I
cooped
just don't
up.
go to parties to begin with. I don't find any real purpose.
Sharing locations.
Sharing
locations.
But the craziest part is a lot of stuff just randomly happens to us at parties instead of outside of the parties, which I think is worse. But you know, hey,
Nani?
at parties.
That's a little weird because I mean, like,
They should be having me at parties.
Well, that's the problem. I just don't go to parties because I don't want that weird shit happening to me.
That's the answer. Don't go to parties.
Nah, go to parties.
Nah.
UMBC, you definitely need some time to de-stress. Parties be
if you're in a
helpful.
relationship, you're not going to a party.
What?
I just want to say.
Damn,
Nah, if you're in a relationship, go to a party.
So crazy.
Yeah.
If you're in a relationship, go to a party.
We're gonna
Willard.
You're destroying a relationship.
Willard out here.
Ruining the relationship. No. If there's one,
I'm the extrovert out of the two of us. Like, there's no way I'm not gonna go to a party. It's just a matter of, are you going to come
or not.
or not?
You seem you seem like you'd be at party. Yeah, nah, not really. I don't know, man. You seem very closed off at the time. I'm like I talked to you so far. Like I talk. Yeah. I'm sorry. Nah, bro. She must have something from New York. That's what I'm saying. Cause she's like this. It's just you remind me of something from New. You remind me of my cousin from New York, man. She be kind of like, you know what I'm saying?
It's that masculine energy.
Like,
no, I always got it.
Nah, I mean, nah, cause
Anyways, thank you.
I mean, you kind like you. I feel like you like kind of like you said. I feel like you don't let your friends down easy. Like you kind of like, yo, it is what it is. Like, girl, bitch. Like, you know, like I feel like you're very like you don't let your friends down easy.
In what sense? I'm very confused.
No, like advice in general. Like that's what I'm
We're
saying.
having a conversation.
Like
I said, oh, I like this person, but like they're doing me dirty.
Oh.
You'd be like,
you might even find.
I actually
Yeah.
don't like each other.
Nah, like
I'm not about to sugarcoat it. Like, damn, we fucked you over, and that's embarrassing. That's really sad on your end and his end, but mostly your end.
Yep, there you go. I was waiting for that one. I was waiting for her to say. I said, okay, that makes sense. You hold your friends accountable. Like that's to say.
Because I say sorry all the time, and if I don't mean it, I'll be like,
Sorry, not sorry.
Not really.
Nah,
actually, no, I really don't.
Nah,
Like,
like
we were playing Uno last night, and I had to put. Shut up. Both of you shut the fuck up.
we got.
I know, but
this
they
must
made a
be
face,
some
and I
crazy
needed
shit.
to remember it. I'm so sick of that game. I'm so sick. But I might put down, like, let's say I put down a +4. I'm going to be like, I'm so sorry. No, I'm not really. But I am so sorry for the outcome of which has occurred.
Nah, but what were we talking about this? There was something.
I was just saying, if you're in a relationship, go to a party. Leave it at that.
Be careful with that. That's what I'm gonna say.
Hey, trust your either you trust your partner or you don't.
Okay, then that's understandable then. Okay, I get that. Yes. But the thing is, it's just like no, because when you're in a relationship and you just go to a party by yourself, bro, like it's not it's not you, but there are some dudes out here, like, there's probably a dude out here with my confidence 6'3", bro, and it's over for bro, on God.
Me.
Like, you know what I'm saying? He knows how to talk to you, you know what I'm saying? Like, imagine if Will had my confidence. It'd be...
I do.
Yeah, you do not.
No, it'd be over.
You're Tinder
Oh, God.
bound.
For one, I would not even trust my girl even near him. I'm like, damn, bro, you about to fuck my bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, hell no.
Maybe it's because I have this characteristic called loyalty. Maybe. I'm not gonna run to this. Like, I like to hope. I'd love to hope that.
Shots have been fired. It is currently.
Love to pray and God
It is currently 8:51 at UMBC. Shots have been fired.
Maybe. I know some people who lack that characteristic.
I know some people who like that characteristic too.
Some people, so look at me. What I'm saying is just like
Because you know.
that it's you. But I'm saying that there are some dudes that really be on on demon time that they don't care and they will like, you know what I'm saying. Some of them will kind of like, what?
No, I'm saying you.
Nah, just shoot a shot. You know what I'm saying? And they kind of like don't give like I've literally seen like at the bar it'll be like, you got a boyfriend? Oh, we can just be friends. I'm like, bro, nah. And look at you. So
wait, is that bad?
I really have enough guidance.
Yeah. Okay.
I feel like that's something you would say.
No, that's definitely what I'm saying. Is that bad?
Yes.
Well, that's a tactic. That's a tactic of holler.
I be saying like I'm okay with like being.
Yo, you know what I'm saying, right?
But don't get me wrong.
I know you gotta know what I'm saying.
Like,
You've been quiet there,
I
yeah.
will like know when it's my time to step.
That's so funny.
Bro, you stepping regardless, bro. No one like.
No, I'm gonna step when it's time.
The fact that you guys gave me this look like, yeah, okay, bro. After you know that they have a girlfriend and boyfriend, and you're like, we can't just be friends like that. They all gave you that look.
I'm sorry.
He can fold.
You know, you're playing the long game.
I'm not playing the long game. Oh fuck, I am. Wow, I do be playing the long game.
He's playing the long game.
I do be playing the long game. That's crazy.
You should never admitted that out loud, bro. Why the fuck?
I'm sick. No, because I know I have good intentions behind playing the long game.
There's no way.
No, there's no good thing.
I always have good intentions.
There is no good intentions.
There always are good
No,
intentions.
there's not.
Yes.
I mean, you're being deceptive from the start.
There you go.
So
Yes.
that means you're literally like. If you go
No,
into it
because when I asked a
That's why
girl
I gotta
out,
go for the
I
fun,
would
you know what I'm
specifically
saying?
ask
Ruin
her
that
out,
shit. Y'all
and then
ruin
she'll
it.
tell me she has a boyfriend. I said, okay, I'm cool with being your friend then. And so
No.
it'll be blank. Keep it friends. I might check in, say hi every now and then, and then we hang out. And then if I'm still feeling like I did the first time I met you, sure, I'll be like, yeah, honestly, I'm really not trying to be friends. Like I've always still felt this vibe between us. But if she curves me
Are
again,
you hearing this?
no, let me finish. If she curves me again, I'll be like, okay, we'll be friends. If I see you sometime, I'll say hi and we'll keep it at that.
Don't worry, I still haven't been training. Don't worry about this.
I feel like that's not sickening if I'm direct with my intentions.
No, bro.
Because it's good intentions.
I hate this.
Help me out.
Put the
TikTok,
mic on her.
y'all
You're
know
talking crazy right now.
Y'all know that one dude on TikTok that like always talk like that dude that was talking about running a train. That one.
Wait, this ain't no
he was
red
talking
pill.
about, like,
Be quiet.
A train is next.
Hold on. I want to see what this guy is. Let me see.
You're
Hold up. Yo,
No,
Takai.
no,
I want to see what this
no.
guy is. Let's see
It
if he's
was
in
like-
our space of thinking.
He was like being intentional. He was literally giving basically tutorials on how to like be or bash women in general.
Wait,
But
what's his name?
I don't know.
It might be
sent
Jay
it to
Waller.
someone. Who the hell did I send that
Jay
to?
Waller. Hey, yo.
Gavin showed me these TikToks.
Like it was he had an
You got me really thinking about
afro.
myself
He
now.
was in
I tried to tell you,
college or
there's a
something like
man.
that. Like
But,
he
like,
was
I've
intentionally
never,
going
like-
and
No, bro.
going in and analyzing the way that he talks to
I'm
women in a
unwilling
specific
to-
way.
Think men and women
And
be
I
friends
was
in the long
like,
run.
Yes.
Oh,
we
but no
talked about
matter
this.
whether or not you like
This is why you have your shahada. You can have structure.
That doesn't
Like I do with Islam.
just because you say your intention doesn't take away from the
Who folds in guy and women friendships?
But that's so stupid.
Nah, women.
Just because you
I definitely think it's women.
Wait, what was the first
Hold on. Wait, let them come. All right, we have two conversations
yeah, we
going
two
on.
different things going.
Okay, so at this point is. So your conversation is kind of like, I don't know, you guys are like wilding, right? So I asked, no, because I started hearing like names and shit. I was kind of like, all right, we got it.
No, I was saying get my brother's name. No.
Oh, okay, no, but the thing is,
Showing me the TikTok.
okay, I just try to be like respectful because like I'm not gonna lie, this podcast like we talk about mental health, but it just quickly turns into like sometimes into a bloodbath. So it's just people feeling some type of ways just watching this. So like me and her were having a conversation, and I said, "Do you truly believe that men and women can be friends in the long run?" She said, "No." Well, no, she said depends if no people didn't have feelings or whatever, and I get that, but I said and most of the time it's always the guy that folds. Why? Because it's
That's cap.
no.
That's the biggest cap I've heard.
No,
No, we fold usually in like
no.
Willard.
I
You
said
just told me that you were unknowingly deceiving women to get with them.
Yo,
Stop.
damn, bro, hold up. You're making him look a demon. Hold up.
Too good with them.
if I find you attractive and like I want to have a relationship with you, yes, I know what I bring to the table. And if you like say you got a boyfriend,
bro, it is not genuine in the bro. You know,
no, because you know I'm a genuine.
No, you're a genuine person, bro. But at the same time, if your point is to bag the girl and you're trying to be her friend, like you're probably viewing it like, oh well, you know, we all got to get to know the person we're about to date, right? But the thing is like no. Sometimes, honestly, like you said, you were like, not a lot of people are confident. Yeah, no, you said at the very beginning, you were like, I know what he's talking about. I know what he's talking about. Like, the thing is, if you're dude, if you're dude with, like, that's what I'm saying. So if people are just more, like, straightforward with their things, the girl can be like, okay, I see what he's trying to get into. I'm not really feeling him. Or like, oh, maybe I am, you know, and it's kind of like bro, attraction is not negotiable. That's why I believe, like, being friends for a while with the person you're about to date, like, a little sketch. Because you're pretty much essentially like you're friend zoning them in a way.
I disagree with that only slightly because...
You about to argue. No, I'm just joking.
Okay, I feel like...
No, you're good. This about to be funny. Like, that's 16 names right there.
It doesn't even go here, so like... No, when I think about it, I think realistically, like, okay, if I want to be with someone, I need to be friends with them first. Like, I think there's a fine line. Like, there has to be that attraction, but I feel like that's something you have to establish kind of in the beginning with how you speak. But at the same time, like, you still have to, I feel like, move forward as, like, in a friendly manner, as friends.
Well,
like,
of course, you're not going to be like, yeah, man, shut the fuck up, what you trying to get into? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's
okay to just be a friend. So, Fatia, to answer your question, when you were saying, like, who folds first, the guy or the girl? Typically, like, for me, I'll vent to myself about this shit. The reason is I'll keep friends with a woman, and like if we get to hang out or whatever, I never make the first move. I always keep it the way I say it, a friend. But as soon as she makes a move on me, I'm thinking, okay, green light, it's over. That's it.
I mean, I get it, green means go, but you know, sometimes a green light really might be a yellow light in disguise, man. I don't know what to tell you.
If she makes a green light, that's crazy. Nah, because if she makes the first move, that's how it goes for me.
I've never.
That's literally how it goes.
Oh yeah, that's the intentions thing. Regardless of whether or not you say your intentions ahead of time, just because you say your intentions does not take away from the fact that you were being malicious.
Yes. Malicious?
Yes.
I get it. Like, define malicious, please.
Malicious or deceptive.
Okay, I could agree. Deceptive. I could agree. Malicious is crazy.
So she's saying she rather.
That sounds
some people
biblical.
but some people actually have malicious intent, and then they say their intentions regardless of whether or not, like, they're direct with how they're like acting, or like they'll even explain like step by step like what they're doing, and they know it's wrong and they know it's manipulative, but they'll still continue to do it. That does not take away from the fact that
I agree with deceptive, but I just can't see it being manipulative.
Well, remember we said,
bro.
Like, if my intentions are to date you, and like you're saying you are in a current relationship, which I don't know the status of what's going on whatsoever, but I'm saying like we can be because
regardless of whether or not you know
apart?
that they're in an apartment or a fully committed household, like
I don't know what's going on.
Why would you do that?
I just keep my distance. But if I run into you again, or like,
but if given the opportunity, you said you would fold.
No.
Will,
she folds.
Will.
No, Will.
Let me
if she makes the first move, help me understand.
Will, let me explain this to you. It's like this. You like this girl. She lives in this house with this guy. But the house is rotting from the inside out. You live in your own place. And you've shown her what your place looks like.
Right.
You're just waiting for her house to fall apart.
Yeah, bro.
That's exactly what you just did.
That's why you should be just direct, and like that way, like eventually she'll appreciate you just for being like.
So help me fix that situation in terms of.
Stop trying to get with girls that have relationships.
No.
I don't even know. So I would say just honestly, just too much is like let me know. Don't try to be like fucking like their friend, like their gal pal.
It's like, you know, what you're doing is when you say, oh, we can be friends, it's like, oh, if your house ever falls apart, you can stay at my place.
Or you can let them know I'm trying to get to know you.
You say it like that.
See where it goes, and you can just look how the interaction is. If the interaction seems okay, a little flirty, you know, like you can kind of gauge it from there, get to know her enough not to be like a friend. Just to be like as that cute guy on campus, you know what I'm saying? And keep that mystery. And that way, I mean, rock can get toxic quick, but I'm not going to. I'm a man of God nowadays, you know what I'm saying?
Like, really?
Man of God.
Really? No, that's big for you, miss. Inshallah.
But the point is, so the thing is like, that's how you kind of like go about it. Instead of like trying to be like their friend, like, oh, I'll stick with you through the better.
Keep it anonymous.
No, bro, just like just keep her as an acquaintance, bro, not like an actual friend. Like,
What?
That's even worse than
no, it's not
the
because
same
you
thing?
no.
an acquaintance is like you don't know her at all still. Like whatever you put there, you left it alone. Versus like be a friend, like hi and bye or whatever.
Bro, high and by is not a friendship thing. That is a common respect thing.
You guys say
Like engage in conversation. Say hey. Say how you doing.
No, because if you're constantly like trying to be their friend, bro, they appreciate you less because they constantly see you. You constantly see them, yeah. Like
if I run into you,
like if I'm constantly texting a girl, she's not gonna appreciate the fact like my attention. She's gonna be like, oh, I already know what he's doing. Like he's constantly like, oh, bro, you're right. Like once you get to the what you're doing part, bro, it's over, bro. Like you know, maybe after like the third what you're doing, you know what I'm saying, in the conversation of like a certain like
That's
time.
When you start two conversations. Sorry.
What do you mean?
I see where you're coming at.
Yeah,
Yo,
that's why you start
nah,
to-
bro. She's
So what was that
nah,
list
yo,
that
yo,
you
you're
guys-
not, nah, you're out, man, nah,
She's up.
nah, bro. Hell nah. She out here running game, bro.
Okay.
Like,
I'll be real. I don't see this.
I don't get played, I swear.
no, I can tell. I see what she's trying to do.
I live my life.
I think this is. Yeah. This is getting to a point where I don't know what's gonna happen
Just,
now.
like,
So I'm gonna, end it on this note. Thank you all for coming. Is there anything else you'd like to say before we finish?
Confidence and charisma.
Confidence and charisma.
You are.
Please, be emotional, please. I'm begging you. Like, you cannot be a brick wall. I'm so sick. Please. Like, even
I
be
feel
a brick wall
cold
with
out.
paint on it at the very least. Fake it till you make it dry. God.
I feel very much cold out here.
Anything? Okay. Well, this wraps up Piece by Piece podcast, episode 13. Masculine and feminine gazes. Thank you all for listening. Hope you have a wonderful night. Please like and subscribe. Our channel is being posted very soon, end of this month. And we will be starting socials as well. So Instagram, Peace, PEACE _ BI _ PIECE. And don't forget, you matter. Drink water. Express yourself. Thank you.